Welcome to the tripod. Welcome to the tripod.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, motherfuckers. He has risen. Gravy ass juice. Shout out to Bretsky, ya bitch. Happy Easter. And Mangria gonna spit the facts about what we about to put on wax.
That's right, Caesar. Welcome, Sticks, and welcome back, Pretzels, to the tripod. He has risen, but my boy JC, not Julius Caesar, but the big guy upstairs, he has risen, our Heavenly Father. Happy Easter, everybody. That's when we're recording this. It's not going to come out Easter because I got some stuff to do. Okay, now that the pleasantries are out the way, it's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It's a highlighted version of Dyna Trash. We're going to get this out of the way first because we got a whole lot of NXT to get to. My highlight from this Dyna Trash, which of course Caesar made specific in the chat. It's not necessarily a highlight because it's AT dub. It take it with a grain of salt, people. And sorry, folks, we're about to be drinking.
I'm trying to drink right now. This shit got a cork, motherfucker. Shit fucking me up.
Oh, it's gonna pop. Pop.
Me up.
It's MJF Day. He has a big band entrance. He sings Pennies from Heaven. The band is great. The sax player, not so much. Yes, MJF can sing, we know. Tony wants to be run over because he's sitting through this and suffering. MJF gets key to the city from some blowhard that the crowd hates. Oh shit, he just hated on Anna Hay. See what happens with the autocorrect when I'm fucking using the... Anyway, Anna J. Whoa. Among all the other pillars as well. Let's clap it up for ADD, huh? It gets its own chant. Some drunken asshole keeps shouting while MJF was talking about his teacher. He asked if the people want an encore. Obvious Jungle Jack in terrible disguise slams cymbals behind him. A fight ensues. Sammy comes out and lifts the triple B, of course, making MJF pissed. And this rolls right into Sammy versus Commander, but I don't want to step on it in case it's somebody's highlight. We will go for Stixy Drip Drip first because Caesar's pouring a little bit of the bubbly. Sticks, your highlight of Dyna Trash.
Well, gentlemen, I don't know if Caesar will have the same as me, but they got the business done right out the gate. The hottest free agent that possibly could have been joining WWE until we all knew who returned. Gentlemen, the Switchblade is all elite. And unfortunately, he came out and he took the tripod favorite. He took out Absolute Ricky Stark. But at least we still got the intro for him. We still got this going with the fucking trumpet. Yes. It was kind of messed up, I thought, how they did it, because they did that.
It was bittersweet, if you will. Sticks, bittersweet.
And Rock Hard Juice is already in the ring. Ricky gets his stuff out, and then like 5 seconds later, we get Jay White's. He's not. You kind of see him because they had the panned out camera angle. The announcers don't really know what's going on. Ricky tries to jump him. Absolute. Juice tries to jump him. Absolute able to counter, and all of a sudden you hear him go, "Oh, that's Jay White's music." And all of a sudden he's like a tick or two off. He's in there. I don't like it that they have it, that they're doing this with our boy, because I feel like our boy needs to build towards being that next guy to be able to challenge MJF. And this is who you're going to have Jay go and kind of be with right off the bat. I think you're kind of diminishing Ricky Starks. I mean, this isn't a win for Ricky, but if you have Ricky kind of win, it's not a win for Jay. I mean, you need to establish Jay White right off the bat, and you're kind of in a no-win situation with having him with Ricky Starks. But I'm sure we will talk about this further on down the road. My highlight is that we finally know where Jay White is calling home right now. The Switchblade Jay White is all elite. That is my highlight. And they got it done right out the gate. So that is my highlight for Dyna Trash this week.
You know, thoughts on that? I was done with ATW immediately after that. I was like, they jump fucking Rick. They gotta treat Ricky like that. That's fucked up, man. Come on. I don't give a sorry, Sticks. I don't give a shit about Switchblade.
It's not bad though, Mangry. It's not bad because they knew Juice wasn't enough to, be with Ricky. I guess if you're trying to promote Ricky and get him back to that main event status, like him with a feud with Juice wouldn't be enough. So, like the announcers called it, they have to have the hottest and best free agent in the land to come out to help with this feud. Which, but it puts him in a no-win situation, like Sticks.
Yeah, because let's say they fight and Ricky beats him. Well, there goes his momentum before it even starts. But then you flip the tables. Ricky loses to Switchblade. Well, now Ricky's fallen further down the totem pole. It's lose. That sucks. But we digress. Caesar, what was your low light?
It's technically all lose because it's the four pillars right now. My highlight is not is it a highlight? Is it not a highlight? It's really a question to you two gentlemen, because Double or Nothing is on pay-per-view May 28th, 2023, and is as the next pay-per-view and TV show we talk about on this podcast is NXT. Can anybody tell me when Battleground is?
27th of May?
I have it on my notes.
No, sir. If you paid attention to the commercials.
Hold on, I got it.
Who watches those? Hey, who watches those?
Nobody watches those. Nobody watches those but me. Nah, I don't even watch those. I don't even watch
come on. I was going to say.
But it showed before the commercial. It also said it was on May 28th.
Oh, wow.
2023. So my real highlight is...
Oh, fuck. That's good. Yes. They're gonna clash with each other.
Yes.
We're going to have
the first pay-per-view of, as we know of right now, the 3 new championships that were crowned. Him, Indy, the Witch Bitches, all should be defending their titles at a pay-per-view. They will all clash both on May 28th. Now, we know one pay-per-view is going to go from like 6 p.m. to midnight, and one's going to go from 8 p.m. to 11. But my real question is, which one are you gentlemen going to watch that night? Are we really going to...
NXT.
Hey, for a 5-hour pay-per-view or watch it on the internet for on Monday night for free? Or are we going to pay for the $50 pay-per-view and watch that 7-hour pay-per-view and then watch the other one on the Peacock later that we're already paying for?
NXT.
Option B. I'm going with that. I'm sorry, boys. I'm going to go for the one that I got to dish the shekels out for, that I can't watch the replay for till like 12 or 24 hours afterwards. And I'm going straight onto the Peacock like a couple hours later and watching the replay.
So that's really my only highlight.
But that's not to say where my heart is truly. My heart is with NXT. But unfortunately, because of the way apps are, I will have to choose the one that they won't put a replay out for quite a while afterwards first, and then be able to watch the one that I can jump right onto afterwards.
You can't hate the man for that. But yeah, that's my only highlight, is that they're both coming out on the same day. As of right now, they're both coming out on the same day. I'm pretty sure if we get like maybe a week or two later, they'll change NXT to Saturday. Maybe try
That
to
would
pull a
be
WWE
nice.
move. Maybe pull a WWE move and change it to Saturday. I hope they don't, so that we could probably like actually record a show Saturday, and then
Um,
like next Sunday record both shows. But
with the news
yeah.
of the draft Triple H was talking about,
Mhm.
he kept saying it's gonna change the game. When we already know drafts never change the game. That one Gable Stevenson was drafted last year. He didn't have one match. He's still vanished. He's lost in the locker room. But unless Triple H drafts like a handful of main roster stars to NXT and beefs up that battleground, that's what it's called, battleground,
Yeah.
uh premium live event. Um, it's it. I don't see it beating Double or Nothing if it's on the same day. I'm gonna be watching it, but
Yeah.
Sticks is gonna be watching Double or Nothing.
No. I didn't say it was going to be beating it. I just said which one are you going to watch.
Battleground.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. Which one were you going to watch?
Well, you brought that to my attention. I did not know that. So
No, I literally saw it Tuesday. That's what happened Tuesday because I saw the thing for Battleground. It still has Braun Breaker as the main person up front on like the picture thing, which I thought was fucking funny. And then it said Battleground May 28th, and I was like, I swear Double or Nothing was around May 28th, and I just literally happened to Google it while I was watching NXT because I didn't watch NXT till this morning. And then I watched AEW literally like the night before when I was drunk. I was sober this morning, but I was drunk last night. That's the only way I'm gonna get through it.
uh, shout out
But
to
they're the
FTR.
same. They're the same day, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, now I know Triple H is trying to be cordial, but Vince don't care. And I was like, okay, Vince. Okay, mustache Vince. Is this what we doing? Do you not care? Are you trying to be cordial, or do you not give a
He,
fuck?
he got his money. Why should he care? He got his money and he ain't gonna lose nothing.
You're right. He got two Billy, man. He got Billy in the banks. He don't give a fuck.
Shout out to FTR for winning the tag team championships.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, that was the main event. I didn't even bother taking notes, but shout out. Okay, it's time for NXT.
Oh, shout out to me.
And
All
deliver
right, shout out to me.
2023. Let
Shout
me
out
get
to
it
me
out
for
before
not
you
watching the
step all
AEW
over
last
it.
week. I
Okay,
didn't watch
on the
AEW last week
kickoff
because we didn't have a show. All I said was I didn't.
Okay, on the kickoff show to stand and deliver, we had Chase U versus Jism. I was a little nervous that they fucking put this on the kickoff show. I was like, oh, for one, I don't think Cesar is going to be able to see it. And two, oh boy, kickoff shows, not that great. But it is NXT. So I had to, I had high hopes. It was a great fucking entrance. Chase you out with the students as well. Jism, Mad Purge vibes entrance. Great fresh LA crowd for this, thank God. Duke butting heads with Tyler Great. Vic says Thea needs to switch to decaf. Ava moving around the ring as stiff as her teeth. The big strong Oi with a slow deadlifting vertical to powder. Duke stands on apron with handout but doesn't get tagged. Thea attacks Jagger. It says jagged. Autocorrect. Okay. Duke accidentally big boots Tyler. The Jism are dominating. Gacy tries to recruit Duke. Duke puts on the Jism shirt and then rips it off. Chase U swerve. Four corner Chase U stomps by everyone. Chase U win with the frat liner. Book is all kinds of upset. I gave it 5 pretzels. It was entertaining. And, thank God Chase U is moving on. And of course, we know the aftermath of what happened. The grizzled young vets have requested their fucking release from NXT, which I don't blame them because this Jism thing, besides their feud with Chase U, has been hot garbage. Oh, I have to ask you to do it? It says ask to unmute. I'm asking to unmute. Is there a button you have to push? Am I messing this up? Oh. Are you gonna do it? Okay, Sticks. The kickoff to Stand and Deliver. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was a good match. I thought it was probably one of the better ones that we've seen Chase U have as a collective, especially adding the Big Strong Boy as a honorary member of the university. I gave it 5 as well. I thought it was a really, really good opener. We still didn't get to see very much of All Teeth, but maybe that's a good thing. I was kind of hoping maybe we'd see a little bit more. Maybe they start showcasing her a little bit more. Just in case if you have more feuds going forward and you try to blend Ava in the women's division a little bit more, but maybe there's still a little bit more work they got to do with her. But all in all, I thought it was a pretty good opener for this stand and deliver. I thought it was a good opener, and I gave it 5. And Chase U rolls on as a legit university.
Yeah, All Teeth Ava, like you said, they're limiting her fucking in-ring time, which makes me kind of nervous. They're giving her plenty of time on the mic to show off them fucking drywall teeth of hers. They're having her work on her promo, the backstage, the cinematic shit. But when it comes to in-ring, I don't know. I don't watch Level Up. Sticks, do you watch Level Up? Has she been on Level Up? Does she wrestle?
I don't watch Level Up unless I got to make you boys level up with me as well.
I'm very curious. Maybe they're like, oh boy, this bitch. We need to start from the very ground and work our way up. And she's leaving a snail trail on the way. Just tag her in, but have her stand and look like The Rock, and then have her tag out. Cesar, any thoughts on the open? Well, oh wait a minute, you didn't see it, huh? You didn't see the kickoff match. That's why you don't want to unmute.
No, I saw the kickoff match. I told you I watched it. I told you I watched it at work. I was in the background.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
This is the only full match I've watched at work, and then I watched the whole pay-per-view later. So this is the only one I watched, and I wasn't even on break for this one. I watched it in the background at work. I was literally just walking around the store, like talking to people, but I had my phone out, and I was watching it at work. No. Yeah, they don't want this bitch to wrestle yet. They don't want this bitch to wrestle yet. It is clear they don't want her to wrestle yet. They got more faith in Thea Hale wrestling than they do All Teeth Ava. That is facts. But no, great match. Yeah, like I said, I think called a little bit early. Like I said, Big Strong Oi, don't join them. Help them get that dub. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna let the Big Strong Oi lose. He's championship material. Ain't nobody in Jism really won shit except for the Grizzled Young Vets being like UK tag team champions. They haven't won have they won the NXT tag team champions? I don't think they have. But no. I think that was those other crackers that came from NXT UK who won the NXT Tag Team Championship, but not Grizzled Young Vets. So yeah, All Teeth Ava, yeah, they're just letting her do a little bit stuff here and there. I think they still think she's still green. She's probably still in the PC getting work, doing dirt. Fine with that. Totally fine with that.
I want one of these days Cesar at work, one of his coworkers recording as Cesar gets his phone and finds some way to cast the fucking pay-per-view to all the TVs, the wall of TVs at his job, and he could just kick back and watch.
Yeah, so the TVs aren't connected to the internet, so I can't do it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. We tried that before. We asked before. I was like, "Yo, man, why can't we put these TVs on the Best Buy internet, the good internet?" Because there's 3 internets at every Best Buy. There's the trash one the customers use. Then there's the decent one that other stuff has, and then there's the good one that only like the computer guys use, and they won't give that out.
Wow.
They literally will not give that out. Like only the computer guy's manager knows that, and he's like out of the office right now. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, this was a good match. I gave it a 5 as well.
Yeah.
It was a 5. It was good for Chase U. Chase U had to win. They'd been losing too much as faces. Like, I get where the story could go, but with all the Chase U every week, Chase U people in the crowd, it wouldn't work. And for the merch, you need the red leather, the red shirts in the crowd. You need the Chase U merch. You need the Chase U student section, and you need the things. It only works that way.
You
Like,
know what
Duke had to like redeem himself.
what I would have loved to have seen just once, because I know it's a weak ass group. But you remember the video package that Jism used where they were like brainwashing the Chase U students in the classroom, and they
Yeah,
were all like this.
yeah.
They're all sitting there. I would have loved had Jism won and taken over Chase U. It would have had to have been all paid extras, by the way. Jism comes out, their stupid music, love is blind,
Mm-hmm.
and they got the Chase U people with them in the Jism shirts, and
Yeah.
they all go into the ring. They have their stupid masks on, and while Gacy's waxing in the ring, the entire crowd are paid extras, all like in the classroom, sitting there smiling, letting Gacy say, and now we have a brand new era starting, the Jism era. And he'll wax. I would have loved to have seen that at least once, because during my prediction when I recorded it, I said over and over, where does Jism go from here if they lose? And the question has been answered. Motherfuckers want to leave and quit the goddamn company because
Company.
they
Right.
lost. So
Right.
that's it. I mean, Jism can replace the grizzled young vets. It won't be as good, but there's plenty of extras in the back that can help them out or whatever. But that's we spent too much time on this match. The show has started. It's the NXT Women's Championship ladder match. It's all Roxanne versus Zoe Leatherface versus Indie Wrestling versus Lyra Valkyria versus Gigi Dolan versus
shit. There we go.
Tiffany Stratton.
Mm-hmm.
She's putting on too much makeup again. I don't like that. Books Boner working double time watching Tiffany and Roxy.
Mm-hmm.
A super close-up of Tiffany's wedgie. The check is in the mail, cameraman. This is awesome, chant as these women give us a great start to stand and deliver. Vic screaming at Indy to move as Indy is in awe of this match and what could be. Gigi hits Roxy in the back of the head with the ladder. Tiffany unfortunately botches with Gigi on her shoulders. She sort of recovers. Indy gives Tiffany a spine buster on the ladder. That looked fucking crippling. The match getting a little sloppy with timing issues and ladder construction spots. A crazy powerbomb spot with Tiffany and Roxy had Tiffany fall over top rope. Gigi tosses Lyra off the ladder. Then JC Jane interferes and tosses Gigi off the ladder. Indy throws Tiffany off the top of the ladder to the outside of the ring. Ladies on the outside barely touch her. Tiffany lands hard and starts screaming. I don't know if that was a work or if that was a shoot, but holy shit. Indy, with all the fucking time in the world, can't climb the ladder, but the tribal chief is wearing the shirt of the god of goats. Dexter Loomis sneaks in under her legs, by the way, with a thumbs up. Takes a big old whiff.
I mean, it's her husband.
Helps her up the ladder so Indy can win her first NXT gold at Stand and Deliver.
Never.
Sexy Dexy helps, and Index is reunited. Beth just fisted her sofa, just got soaked. 6 pretzels. It was good. It's just, I know I was bothered by the botches and the sloppiness. My God, poor Tiffany. Tiffany got the most damage done to her, and she didn't win. She got fucked up the most. But like I said, Indy, thank God finally Indy is champion. She deserves it. She's been losing way too much. So I appreciated it.
Yeah,
Stick.
as you should.
Oh, Cesar, what did you think of this women's championship ladder match?
I thought it was a good match. You know, my only caveat with these ladder matches is these chicks really gonna eat some ladder? Some of these chicks ate some ladder. They eat ladder in NXT. They don't be eating ladder on main card. You know, main card, they don't be really eating no ladder. These broads, they put the pretzel and they put some salt. And, you know, they be eating some ladder. They be eating some ladder on NXT. And I didn't mind it. This was a good match. Yeah. Look, it's a ladder match. It ain't never gonna go as it's gonna go. Sometimes they go great, sometimes they go slops. And I get it. There's gonna be a botch in between here and there. But everybody showed out, did work. I was glad Indy won. Yeah, old Dex. Soon as I saw old Dex, though, I was like, man, this is some bullshit. Johnny gonna win. So that pick is trash because they're gonna have a whole Way reunion. I knew it was coming. I knew as soon as Indy won.
Even thinking that.
Nah, as soon as Indy won, I was like, Johnny won. Johnny won. They're not going true storyline. Johnny's gonna win, and they're gonna have a Way reunion on this top of the stage, which they did. I knew it was coming as soon as Indy won. I was shocked Indy won, but I was happy Indy won. If anybody else would have won that match, I don't think I would have liked it as much as the way Indy won. Yeah, because Dex even came out and like picked her up to help on the ladder. Like the way she won was so good to me. This was a great finish. This was a great win. I was shocked. And then this is what you want in a like end of the year pay-per-view. You want shock factor when you have somebody win. Like what? We picked Roxanne, we picked Tiffany Stratton. But Indy out of the fucking nowhere. Oh my God. I was at work like, because it was funny because like there's another guy, there's a couple guys I talk at work with, and one of them left early because he only had to work half a day and he was like driving home. So he saw it live. But my other boy who was there, I was like, no matches her Indy won the women's title. He's like, oh God damn, I gotta get home. Because he was leaving in like 20 minutes to like leave. And I was like, yo, I heard Indy just won, man. I'm got the peacock on the phone, bro. He's like, what the fuck? He was hyped too. And I was like, oh shit. I was actually hyped. So I gave it 6 in the salt. I gave it the extra salt just for Indy winning. Yeah, I thought it was a good match. Good opening match. Yeah, you have the women's ladder match as opening match. Yeah, great match.
Can I throw my fat 2 cents in there?
Go, man, what you got?
Nah,
shut the fuck up. I'm gonna mute your ass. I can't mute you though. You stupid piece of shit.
Devil's advocate
is
I kind of think the way Indy won kind of made her seem weak because Dexter.
I think that's where they're going though.
I get it. It's a feel-good ending. Yeah. I hope Dexter stays in NXT, does something with NXT. But the way she won, she had all the time in the world to climb that ladder. She couldn't. So she needed a man to help her up the ladder. She needed a man to help her bitch ass up the ladder to grab the title. It kind of gave me shades of Ellsworth helping Carmella. It's like, did she win or did Dexter help her win?
But how she won Tuesday, I feel like they're gonna keep her.
We'll get there.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like
this match.
No, yes. For this match, I agree with you totally. But what we saw, what happened Tuesday, I think they're gonna treat her as the most super underdog champion there has ever been in NXT.
That being said, Stixy Drip Drip, your thoughts? I gave it 6. Cesar gave it 6, and he sprinkled that fucking salt.
Sprinkle the salt for Indy. Because you know what? I'm gonna give it to him. About goddamn time. I expected she was gonna lose and get called up.
Yeah.
But now that she got it, but hey, because I think she should be called up and go with the way.
Yeah.
But you know what? Goddamn it, Indy. Salute to you.
Sticks.
And the God.
your thoughts on the ladder match.
Yeah, I'm in simpatico with Cesar. I gave it 6 in the salt, and the salt was, I think I told you this, Mangria, when we were kind of going back and forth the day of. Got a little dusty in the apartment when I was watching because the callback.
No more drinking. No more
Just
drinking.
just him sliding in and the look on her face and just the complete shock value and that he didn't forget about her. You know, we all thought when the police cars showed up, all that stuff, you know, that was it. And he was there for her in her biggest moment and helped her. Like Cesar said, yeah, it's going to show that she's a little weak, but she needed that driving force to help her. The man that has helped inspire her, that helped bring her to another level. I mean, she looked good in this match. I mean, she's indie wrestling. I mean, she's good in the ring.
And the crowd pop. And the crowd pop when she won that
the crowd reaction alone was also, if you want to throw another pretzel, the crowd reaction alone on that was great. I mean, it was completely out of left field. I mean, because like you guys have said, you know, she was struggling. She moved the ladder, but she's struggling. I mean, she took some damage. I mean, she went face first into a ladder outside the ring. She got a lot of the girls had worked on her midsection throughout the ring with the ladder. So I mean, she was struggling a little bit. Like you said, Mangria, there were some misses, there were some botches. I mean, a lot of these girls, this was kind of their first time on a stage like that. I mean, albeit even though it's an opening match, I mean, it's a pretty big. I mean, you're opening their NXT's WrestleMania,
Yeah.
and just the lore of ladder matches in NXT alone will take some really strong-willed, strong-minded people, and it'll shrink them down, knowing the history of ladder matches in NXT. Oh, the girls did okay. I mean, but just the shock.
Wait. Was any of these women in Stand and Deliver last year?
I'm pretty sure. But Indy for sure. Indy had to win.
I mean, if it was Indy, she had to be in a tag team match, but not like a singles match. Because the last singles match was like Cora, Mandy, and
Gigi and JC, I believe.
Yeah, Gigi and JC. I think they talked about it. I think weren't they? Didn't they say? I think they said they were like pre-show. Like Gigi and JC were, I think.
Yeah, Gigi and JC were a tag match in the pre-show, but like, I don't think anybody in this match because like Roxanne wasn't there.
Roxanne wasn't. I think Zoe was still injured.
Zoe was still injured. Tiffany Stratton wasn't there.
No one gives a fuck about Lyra.
Nobody gives a fuck about Lyra.
But yeah, I mean, just knowing that, I mean, you had maybe 1-2 women that have been on a stage somewhat like that, and then now you're going into like a ladder match and for the women's championship. I mean, when I went back,
opening the show.
As always, like when your opinions and your feelings change when you go back and you rewatch it later. And I mean, mine did too. I mean, I was kind of a little disappointed. If we would have recorded like right after, like reaction, I probably would have been a little bit more disappointed in it. But being able to let it settle and then going back and rewatching, you kind of start thinking, you kind of start watching, and you kind of start rational thinking a lot of this stuff. And I mean, the big thing I took out of this was possibly 2 women out of this had been on a stage somewhat like this. And there's just a lot of moving parts in a ladder match. But for an opener, it wasn't that bad. And then the shock value alone was what helped rise it up. So I was simpatico with Cesar, 6 in the salt, and pretty good way to open up NXT Stand and Deliver.
Well, following that was the triple threat tag team match for the NXT Tag Team Champions. It was the Gallus Boys versus the Creeds versus Tony D and Stax, the underboss. DC from UFC's in crowd. Book is pissed because you know how Book is. Tony D with Mafia family extras and entrance. A weird bar intro for Gallus. Julius showcasing that strength. Tony D with an incredible corkscrew like X-Plex on Julius. I hope he keeps doing that. Creed's ham it up with DC. Book is still upset. Man, what's this guy doing here? Funny how Tony D chose to wear his hammer pants in this. Tony and Stacks are the only team who who their gear is not coordinated.
Nope.
Oh wow, Julius double stacks coffee and stacks Brutus. Brutus could ball attack off the top turnbuckle and got absolutely none of it.
Nothing.
All three guys fall anyway. I would not think we would get 2 botches back-to-back matches. Oh shit, Joe Coffey comes out of crowd to help Gallus. Gallus take out Stacks to retain. 5 pretzels. Stacks. What'd you think of this shit? Triple threat tag team matchup.
I agree with you. I gave it 5 myself. You were kind of waiting for it to maybe the action to rise up a little bit and
build a little bit.
Yeah. And it really didn't. I mean, you had a tag team in Tony D and Stacks that this was like their legit second match as a tag team. So you could kind of tell it. Like you said, Brutus completely whiffed on the Brutus ball. But we had another surprise. The Gallus boys are at full strength now, which got me excited because Cesar can attest to this. Gallus at full strength over in the UK. Those boys, that was a fucking faction, man. Those boys, Gallus boys on top. And now you got all 3 guys there. You got the tag team. You already got 2 of the boys as tag team. So now let your imagination go wild. But we'll talk more about that. But all in all, I mean, kind of a letdown after the women's ladder match. If you want to say letdown, at best it was maybe kind of even keeled. But the big surprise was the other Coffee brother coming back. But all in all, I mean, I gave it 5 and really wasn't a riser after the first match.
Cesar, what do you remember about this triple threat tag?
Yeah, man, shit wasn't as good as the first match. Like, it was a little bit down. And with all the tag teams in it, I thought it had more hype to build. I'm liking Tony D and Stacks more, just not backstage, but in the ring. But yeah, they need to gel a little bit better. Yeah, they don't have. It's fine if they don't want to coordinate colors or whatnot, but in the ring, those guys seem to do well together. So yeah, I get it. That's why you had them get pinned. They're not the gel as the other 2 teams have. You know, the other 2 teams, Gallus being ex-champions, the Creeds being ex-champions, and also brothers. And then yeah, Tony D and Stacks are literally the freshest stars to NXT, even as well as being like tag team. Because it was usually like the boss going as the in the lackey, and then you pull it together. So yeah, I also gave it a 5. I gave it a 5. I gave it a 5 in the salt though. I'm not gonna lie, I gave it 5 in the salt. It wasn't as good as the women's match, which the women's match probably had a little bit more botches to it, but I'm giving that more with the gimmick that they had to do with versus these guys didn't have a gimmick to go with. It was just a 3-way match with tag teams, and these are all good. 2 great tag teams with a new tag team, but 2 good single wrestlers that, when you really do like these matches, it is like one-on-one with a third team outside, or even a triple threat with a third, whatever. So I thought they could pull it together a little bit more. So did have to penalize that. But still, I thought it was entertaining when the third coffee guy come back. Book Coonan, as usual, gave me a little bit of entertainment. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Vic, school me up. School me up. That's Joe Coffey. That's Joe Coffey. Got us in full strength. What the fuck you mean full strength? Book Coonan always gonna give me a little pop. I'm always gonna throw a little salt on that. So I gave it 5 and salt.
My final thought on this, and I'm on an island all by myself on this. I know. I don't like the fact that Tony D and Stacks always focus on saving each other from being attacked. Like, all right, guys.
No, it's family. It's family.
That's why I'm saying I'm on an island all by myself. Because you don't see any other tag team doing that. They need to stop doing that, and then they'll start winning. But wait, let's move on from it because we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about him.
Just one more thing. Tony D continuing to take these bullets makes it so that if they don't start winning a lot more, when the turn comes, you're going to know why, because Tony D has saved Stacks so many times that he's going to finally be like, okay, I'm carried you. I gave you the underboss name. You ain't holding up your part of the deal. Now you're going to swim with the fishes with the other guy that's part of the fucking Nightmare Factory or whatever over in AEW.
Technically, he's hurt. Technically, he's hurt, so his AEW contract is kicking in, so he's hurt.
All right, moving on now. For the North American Championship, we had Wesley versus Dragon Lee versus JD versus Dragunov versus Axiom. I just now remembered the curse of the white gear. Axiom in white, he losing. JD's Grim Reaper nameplate graphic is so stupid. Dragon Lee's theme is great. The slow-mo effects are not. 3 of the 5 are wearing white. The match starts, and folks, business is about to pick up. Yeah. Dragunov lights up Axiom's chest with the machine gun chops. Put some hot sauce on it. Vic. Dragon Lee impressing. Looking like Buff Kalisto. Wesley going all Neo on everyone's ass. JD does the Samoa Joe walk away spot from Wesley flying, but he eats a boot for it. It sounded like Book just said bitches on commentary. I hope you guys caught that.
Yes.
Unless I'm hearing shit.
Yes.
Book, I think Book said bitches.
By the way, I know I had it in my phone. That cracker chopped that cracker 23 times in that corner. I was trying to count to see if he chopped him 39 times just because it was WrestleMania 39, but it was 23. He chopped him 23 times in that corner, put some hot sauce on it, Vic.
JD and Dragon Lee with an awful standing Spanish fly. Dragunov prevents ref's arm from hitting 3. JD then gets assassinated by everyone in the match. Dragunov then gets his turn to dominate everyone. Dragunov busted open right between the eyes. Not Mox-like. I think it's just circumstantial. These dudes all flying out the ring. Dragon Lee fucked up his knee during a stomp to Wes Lee in the Tree of Woe. A unique double submission from Axiom on Dragunov and JD. Wow, this shit is insane. Wes with a corkscrew dive onto all 4 dudes who were stacked onto each other. Fuck, too much action. I'm trying with my fat thumbs to put everything in here. This shit is great. Wes tried a backflip stomp to Dragunov and got none of it. That's a botch a match, which is very rare for a takeover. I'm calling them takeovers, that's right. I think Dragon Lee should have just debuted with a one-on-one match on NXT. That being said, Dragunov just murdered Axiom. Fight forever, chance. My peacock froze. What the fuck? Dragunov just send West to the mat with his ankle? That was fucking cool. I've never seen that before. It was like an RKO, but with his ankle. I was like, oh shit. West retains by pinning Dragunov. I gave this 7 pretzels and like a BJ from a toothless hooker, sloppy but satisfying. Sticks, what did you think of this 5-way match for the North American Championship?
I gave it 7 also. There were some missed spots, but I thought the action in the ring alone kind of made up for it. Like you said, I wouldn't mind Dragon Lee getting a debut match before this being his initial debut match. I kind of thought this was a little bit of a coming out party for Axiom. I thought we saw whenever they decide if they do to pull the trigger on putting a championship on him, I thought this showed that he could hold his own on it. But other than that, I mean, I thought it was a good match. Gave it 7. Wesley retained. The finish was kind of neat, and the action was insane. But I mean, we knew you were gonna get that when you found out the 5 participants. Elia got busted open. Wasn't like you said, wasn't like Mox like, but he always seems like he gets busted open about every other match, but it's not forced like you do see with a certain somebody else. But
No.
all in all, not a bad North American Championship match. Like I said, thought it was a coming out party for Axiom, and Wesley retaining shows him that he's a strong champion. So kind of a win-win for NXT, even though the match kind of had a few missteps here and there, but not a bad North American Championship match.
I like how Dragunov starts every match ghastly, but by the end of the match, he looks like a red Skittle. Cesar, what'd you think of this 5-way for the North American Championship?
Obviously, I saw a different match than you guys saw, because this match to me was fucking phenomenal.
Oh, I thought you were gonna shit on it.
No. This match was phenomenal.
Hey, 7 is good. 7 is good.
Yeah, 7 is good, but this wasn't a 7.
It was a 7.
No, this was not a 7.
It was a 7.
This wasn't Axiom's coming out party. This was Dragon Lee's coming out party. Because if you've never seen Dragon Lee, Dragon Lee is the thicker body heavyweight championship version of Axiom. Mangria, you said it yourself. You can never see Axiom winning the heavyweight championship because he's too small. He's too blah, blah. Dragon Lee, with his build, his body, and what he can do, he could be a heavyweight champion on NXT.
Do you want me to weigh in, or do you want me to let you finish?
No, go ahead. You can weigh in. Sure.
This was a bad debut for Dragon Lee. He should have.
I don't see how you can say that.
He botched that Spanish fly, made him look bad.
Okay.
I think if he would have debuted 1-on-1, there would have been more focus on him and more focus on what he can do in a ring. This was a clusterfuck of 5 dudes trying to all get their shit in, and not all of them got their shit in as smooth as they could have if it was a 1-on-1 match.
If they would have had this last Tuesday's match before Stand Deliver, I think there would have been more hype on him. I mean, I know his background.
I prefer to differ because I thought his Tuesday match was boring.
Oh man, really?
I thought it was good, but I thought it was boring.
Go find your notes.
I didn't know. These are my notes because I thought this 5-way match.
I know we'll talk about it more when we get there, but I thought it was one of the better matches of the week, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, of the week, but like this was Saturday, and then that was Tuesday.
We'll get there.
Not the same week.
Not
the same week. Because this match, I feel like yes. Okay, did everybody not get all of their shit in? But nobody's not gonna get all of their shit in a 5-way match. Okay, for this guy's first match, if you have nothing about Dragon Lee. You've never looked up Dragon Lee. You knew he was gonna show up. You didn't look him up. I'm just gonna watch him in the ring. First match, he's in guys with like JD, a proven guy. Ilya Dragunov, a proven guy. Axiom, a proven guy. And Wes, we know the champions, a proven guy. Did he hold his own? Yes. To me, he held his own. He held his own. You can't say he was lacking in this match. You can't say he was lacking in this match.
I've said my part. What was your pretzel?
Yeah, sure. My pretzel rating was 8 in the beer cheese. I thought this was the best match of the night. Yes.
What?
Yes. I know you're going to say Gargano's the best match of the night, but that shit was all gimmick and chairs and tables.
Sticks.
I can't
We'll
no,
show
I
him
can't do
what's up.
that.
We'll show him what's up, Stick. The Sticks free.
No, I can't do that. I cannot do that.
Really?
I can't do that.
Beer cheese? This
This is the best match of the night. This is the best match of the night.
All right. That's the difference. That's what like we've all said. This is the good thing about this show is because
Wes's confidence. Yeah, Wes's confidence in this match like you said, man, Greer, when he had that Neo moment, when he was fighting off people, when he's like, come on, JD, knew what JD was gonna do. Pow, pow, pow. Come on, Dragon off with your cracker shit. Krow. Come on, Axiom, with your golden ratio. Nah, bitch. Pow. Come on, Dragon Lee. I don't even know what the fuck you're gonna do. Spit out. And then everybody got their time to
I
shine.
appreciate the sound effects, by the way.
Yeah, I know you do.
If this was a 60s Batman episode, I put
yeah, of course.
Sound effects. They need to put those sound effects in they need to put those sound effects in Axiom's openers, what they need to do.
That's what they need to do. That's what they need to do. But even everybody else had their match. And I get it. Yo, did Axiom show off? And that's why he got his whatever we'll talk about Tuesday. Yeah, sure. But like, as in, I like this as like Dragon Lee's opener to, because whatever happened Tuesday is what happened Tuesday with that match. I like that better because of who he fought. If he'd have fought some regular crackers, sure, whatever. But he fought a name on Tuesday because he fought 4 names on Saturday. So it actually builds for him with the character of hyping him up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I liked it better than the next match. But we all
3 guys on this show, and we all have
opinions.
It's okay.
We all have opinions, just like we all have assholes. So who gives a shit? I thought this was the best match of the night. Obviously, you guys will think probably the next match or a match later is the best. I don't know what
Speaking of beer cheese, up next is the unsanctioned match from Grayson Waller versus Johnny Wrestling. Fucking Peacock keeps freezing. Candace is in crowd with her child.
Your Peacock.
Candace is in crowd with her child and some other chick. Grayson is live on Instagram. They have the small screen box in lower left corner for it. Johnny gets a special video before he comes out. I was like, oh shit. I was getting flashbacks of Tyler Bate when he came to unify the titles. I was like, oh my God, he's gonna lose. Even throws him at okay, hold on a second. Johnny doesn't even hesitate to attack Grayson, even throws him at Book. Grayson low blow. Grayson
after that.
Low blow, then gets in Vic's face, but Johnny stops him. Book, you okay? Vic.
No.
Yes, and Book off mic. No, I'm not okay. Book has been known to ask why everyone loves Johnny. Johnny just gave him a receipt for that shit talking. Jesus, this is fast paced. Johnny attempted suicide dive to Grayson on outside. Grayson clocked him in the head with a trash can lid, giving me Jericho Benoit flashbacks. A bed of chairs set up on outside. Johnny suplexes, it says duplexes. Johnny suplexes Grayson from apron onto bed of chairs. Sloppy as well and gnarly landing. They zoom in on some random black guy's face in the crowd after that. Johnny tables, sets up outside as well. Grayson plants a knee counter to Johnny's apron spear. Candace looking on from the apron. I don't know if holding a baby near the guardrail is great parenting. These two crackers fucking each other up. Grayson rolling stunner and a power bomb through a table gets a 2.5. Even though Prison Dom beat him easily clean on Raw. Book pro Grayson. Grayson trash talks Candace as he beats up Johnny in front of them. Candace starts fucking up Grayson with a kendo stick. Johnny with one final beat DDT only to get a 2 3/4. Gargano escape locked in, but Grayson rakes the eyes. The leaping unprettier, our favorite move from old Grayson. Grayson's back is fucked. Grayson coast to coast Johnny while Johnny stuffed in the trash can. There was a 2 9/10. Grayson puts Johnny on announce table with busted chair on him. Took too long because Johnny then tosses the chair in Grayson's face, then power bombs him through the table. Low blow and rolling stunner, still not enough to take out Johnny. The crowd is split. Grayson then proceeds to punish Johnny with a chair. Low blow, chair shots, Gargano escape. Johnny takeover wins. I gave this 8 pretzels and the beer cheese, and that was before what had happened. Caesar already knew it was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to happen. The Way reunites, minus Austin, of course. on the stage. That was a nice little touch to end this match. Cesar, now proceed to shit all over this match and try to
Nope, because I'm not going to shit all over this match. I just didn't think it was better than the previous match.
Okay.
But what I did give it was 7, the salt, the mustard, the honey Dijon mustard.
Damn.
With the not, it doesn't cover the full pretzel. It's like a half serving of cheese dip. Just dip. Just dip.
Damn, you're gonna need a fork to eat that shit.
Exactly, bitch. Exactly. But it don't cover the whole pretzel. But I only did it because this is a gimmick match. I mean, it had so much carnage in it. It had so much carnage in it. Like the fucking table ladder, the table chair shit. Like he hit him. He had a chair around his neck and hit the chair around his neck. Like that's really supposed to do something before he put him in the Gargano shape.
Hey, the visual looked cool.
Yeah, the visual looked cool. Yeah, but Candace whooping his ass with a chair. Yeah, Book Coonan. Of course, Book Coonan gonna give me some points. But like, yeah, this was way more outside of the ring, not in the ring carnage. When those 5 guys did have stuff outside of the ring,
great burgers,
but their 85% of the shit they did was inside of the ring. Like I always tell you guys, I'm always going to reward a match for wrestling inside the ring more than I am outside the ring.
This was an unsanctioned match, so if you
but they had to have an unsanctioned match. If you went into to have it this good
to watch in-ring action, maybe that's why you were disappointed. But in an unsanctioned match, especially with Johnny's history in unsanctioned matches, shit's gonna get crazy. So going into this, you should expect a lot of outside shenanigans. Plus, this match had a history. It had the history with the story of Gargano leaving and Grayson shitting on that.
Yeah.
The 15-month wait alone was enough to get. And then Grayson goes to his house and his ass in front of
all that stuff. All that stuff
with Candace bad acting. No, please stop attacking. They had that. It built up to the unsanctioned match.
Yep.
That's what made it. They pushed it over the edge. Plus, the match was great. I liked it. But that's my reasoning. That's my reasoning.
And I still think Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole had a better match inside the ring. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You can have a better match inside the ring. You don't need all that bullshit. Then now, story, yes, the story, yes, that does help. But you don't need all that carnage when you can have a great match inside the ring. Not every match
is going to be the same with everybody. Of course, it's going to be different.
It's going to be different. It's going to be different. But
it is with Grayson Waller. It's going to be different. But this was my beer cheese of the match. Now, Sticks, what did you think of this?
Well, damn, I can't even finish talking. You talked half the time I had my.
I'm sorry.
You just kept.
I didn't know you were
done. You know what I'm saying? I can't mute you, Mangria.
You gave You gave us your rating. You gave us the reasoning.
I gave you my rating first. No, I was just talking, and then you just started talking over me.
You gave it your rating and you gave it the reasoning. That's the reason why I thought you were done.
I'm sure. No.
What else do you have to add?
No. I mean, I'm just saying. I do like the carnage. I do like the match. I'm just really saying I didn't think this was the match of the night because honestly, really to me, why I didn't give it my beer cheese, and I will say this all the time, why I didn't give it my beer cheese, story-wise, after you have all that story, you have this match, to me, really, the wrong guy won.
I agree with that. I
can't give him my beer cheese if I honestly believe.
I think
you picked Grayson too. You picked Grayson too. Yeah. But to me, really, honestly, for the story. Honestly, for now, yes, I don't think Jism should have won. That's why I really picked Chase U. I'm honestly pick for the story-wise. For the story-wise, I'm going to pick who I think should win. And it's probably why Sticks wins predictions all the time. Because honestly, I'm going to say, because I'm a story-driven more person in wrestling versus like who the writers might think.
I guess they thought that that Johnny's swan song was more important than pushing Grayson.
Than pushing Grayson.
But I don't
Yes,
agree with
but
that. I don't
Johnny's
agree
gonna
with that.
leave and go back
Yeah.
to Raw.
Well, he's gonna get
Johnny-
released by Vince McMahon.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Grayson will
Wait.
Grayson
Or
will
Johnny,
remain.
or Johnny could get drafted to SmackDown, and hopefully, like Vince will take Raw, Triple H will take SmackDown. Whatever. That's a different discussion, not for us, because we don't talk about that. But Johnny's gonna win, leave, and go back to Raw. Does Johnny Wrestling really need to do anything else in NXT? He didn't. Does Grayson have to stay and wrestle there and be a person? Yes, he does.
Maybe if he doesn't get drafted.
If he doesn't, but he's not. Let's be honest. He's not.
I would not be surprised if he's drafted to Raw.
All right, hold on.
All right, fine. All right, look.
Cesar, let's hand the ball to Sticks. Sticks, go ahead and wax
Sure.
about this unsanctioned match.
I'm with you on this, man, Gray. This gave me my beer cheese. This gave me, I was more emotionally invested in this because you had the 15 months prior when Grayson jumped him. Johnny comes back. We had the stuff the weeks before. And I actually believe Grayson shined really, really well in this match. I would have liked to have seen a callback where when he grabbed Johnny before he powerbombed him into the turnbuckles. I would have loved to have seen him turn that into a Styles Clash because of the callback with him to AJ Styles. I would have loved to have seen that. But I thought Grayson looked good in this. I thought it helped raise his stock as a heel. This was a throwaway. Obviously, yes, we had the storytelling on this, but it was a throwaway win for Johnny. But they went with Johnny on it. I think Grayson can rebound from this. I saw the clips. I think he posted on either Instagram and Twitter. They were they were at WrestleMania. A lot of the NXT talents were. The crowd was chanting that he tapped out. He took it and he was serving it back out. I think he's one of those guys that this doesn't chink his armor. The performance in it raised his stock as a heel. He took a beating, but I still think he comes out looking good on it. And all in all, I understand where Cesar's coming from with it, but I think if NXT were to play in it, with that 5-way, you could have seen a lot more stuff in it because there's a fatal 5-way. They could have had chairs, all that stuff, but the participants in it didn't need that stuff. This was a fight. Like this, you had a different feeling in this compared to what you had with that fatal 5-way. Book even said it during that. Grayson Waller came after Johnny's family. Like he showed up at his doorstep. So, he wasn't going to just beat him up, get that pin, and then walk out. Like, he was going to get his pound of flesh out of Grayson Waller with this. So, which is why you saw them bring a lot of that stuff in it. But, we're all going to have different feelings for this stuff. And I thought this was a better match. But I also thought Grayson came out looking better than probably Johnny did. It took having Johnny in this to have this be a good match, but I thought Grayson looked good in it, taking the L, and even though he took the L, he could still rebound from it. And hell, with two weeks to a month of building, you could have Grayson be a legit championship contender. And
I already think he already is because he already fought Braun Breaker and he already won the Iron Survivor. I would have said this. I would have gave it my beer cheese. If Grayson would have really done his homework and said unsanctioned match and would have hit Johnny's with a widow's bell, like Tommaso Ciampa tried to do, then I would have like I said, I gave it the cheese dip, not spreading, but I would have given this the beer cheese. I was like, oh, Grayson learning. He went back.
With the board exposed?
Yes. This would have gotten my beer cheese. That would have gotten my beer cheese.
My other thing with this is, if this would have been the last match on the card, you could have opened up more. You could have cut the straps from the ring like you had and Gargano Ciampa. You could have exposed the ring. With this, you can't really do much on it because then you got to hurry up. You got to get the ring crew out there to repair a lot of stuff. I thought with where the match placement was, but also just with how the match went, I thought it was good. You could have got a little bit more out of it if it was the last match.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, just in my opinion and my feeling from it, even rewatching it, I still thought it was, in my opinion, I thought it was the best match on the card, and I gave it 8 the beer cheese.
Yeah, no, I can't hate your opinion. I'm just saying, like we said, match placement for unsanctioned match, usually they go at the end.
Speaking of match placement, having to follow this,
Jesus Christ,
is the women NXT
Jesus Christ
Tag Team Championships. It was all Fallon and Kiana versus Alba and Isla. No more bat for Alba. Now she's sporting Maleficent staff. BJ accompanies the champs. Makes Jensen hold her purse. It's a bitch. Fucking Alba flies onto Kiana before they even get into the ring. Isla showing off them ghastly cheeks. I'm wondering if this will be a short match. Having to follow that unsanctioned match was a tough spot for these ladies. Fallon was a great blockbuster after fighting her way out of enemy territory. Crowd is dead. A couple of near falls. Kiana begs for her purse. Briggs says no, no, no. Alba and Isla are able to take advantage of the distraction and win the tag titles. Out of mercy, I gave this 4 pretzels. Respectable. Sticks, what did you think of this women's tag team championship match, bud?
I gave it 5 because I thought Kiana and Fallon looked really good in this match. I thought it was probably the best match that both these ladies, singles and as a tag team, I thought it was the best they looked. Obviously, we still got the dissension. I mean, Kiana didn't get her purse. The arguing back and forth, Fallon saying that she didn't want the cheat to win, and then runs in there to try to help out, but immediately gets taken out. I understand the crowd not being in it because it's you coming off such of a match.
You're coming off 2 great matches. You're coming off 2 fire matches.
Yeah, you're coming off of 2 back-to-back matches that were really good. But I mean, watching this from home, I mean, seeing it, I thought it was. I gave it 5. I mean, I thought it was still a good match. Like I said, I thought Fallon and Kiana, I thought this was the best that they've looked. And I mean, I thought before you could still go with this, with the storyline with the guys with Kiana without the tag team titles. I mean, you could still do it. But all in all, I mean, I still thought it was a decent match. I mean, it's just like we had just talked about match placement. I mean, you're coming off of the high of 2 really good matches. And unfortunately, you got placed where you got placed. But all in all, I thought the performers looked good doing what they did. And it was just, they were victims of the circumstance they were put in. So I gave it 5. I still thought it was good.
Now, Cesar, mind you, we are going to talk about the aftermath after the Stand and Deliver. So keep that in mind. But what did you think about this match? I'm very curious to know your thoughts about this. Unless you pull out the book. I don't know.
The sad part is I thought this was cleaner than the men's match. And it was cleaner than the men's match, so I gave it 5 in the salt just for the surprise finish.
Lots of salt going around by Cesar. He got that salt striker. He got that salt.
Yeah, girl. I got that white girl over here. I'm sprinkling salt, baby, like Salt Bay.
Salt shaker. That's the name of the episode.
Yeah. Just for the surprise finish again. I'm a sucker for a surprise finish, man. But it was much cleaner than the men's 3-way match, where I thought was going to be much more entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me, for the story wise, yeah, I thought it was bad, but obviously we're going to talk about stuff later. But yeah, Brooks, give me the purse. Give me the purse. Nah, we clean over here. You dirty. Then shit happened the way it happened. But I thought the women put on a good show for what they were doing. No real botches really anywhere, and then the surprise finish. Yeah, I gave it 5 in the salt. They came out there and did their job better than the men's tag match. That's all I'm gonna say. So they get the better rating in
Okay,
my book.
after this match is the first mention of Battleground, but I didn't write the date down. I just wrote
No,
Battleground.
I don't think there was a date. They just showed the poster.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so Tuesday they posted the date. So
By the way, the history of the WWE version of Battleground, all
Sure.
trash.
all trash.
So hopefully NXT can make up for that. But NXT surprisingly has missed a couple times this year. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we're diehard
See,
NXT.
they misses on Tuesdays, but not like
Yeah.
weekends.
Up next is the main event. We've all been waiting for this fucking match for a year and a half. What did he say? 18 months.
18
Holy
months.
shit. It's Jan Maker versus him.
Who
Entric.
was him?
Um,
Who was him?
Mello with a great shirt.
Yeah.
A trick, epic intro from Mello. Jerseys hang as he comes out in Lakers colors. He even has a Lakertron. This is his time. Mello, locked and loaded. He ain't missing tonight, gentlemen. No logo wrapping. What? No logo. No logo. Oh, no logo raping this time from Jan. Just a dog graphic and in your house, Tron.
That's what your drunk ass writing.
I actually wasn't drunk for this. For Jan,
That was 2 weeks ago. You could have been drunk.
it's possible. Jan in a Saved by the Bell singlet. Dog face Gremlin not doing his son any favors, being a massive piece of dog shit. But I digress. Book Foley behind Mello. Fuck, another botch. Again, extremely rare for this. Many botches, the theme of the night. Mello attempted a springboard and slipped off the ropes. Other than that, a great story is being told here by these guys. Braun working the back of Mello. Trick shenanigans. Gets him tossed out. The crowd is not happy, including me. Braun flies onto him and Mello. This is setting up for Mello to shine here. Setting up for Mello to overcome the pain, overcome the brute, rise to the occasion, and dethrone this barking idiot. Mello, maybe I was drunk. Mello hitting him with everything he's got. Braun will not stay down. Braun spears Mello into the ref, knocking him out. Steiner recliner, Mello taps. Trick strikes Braun with the title and then wakes up the ref for a 2.5. But that seemed hesitant by the ref. I don't know if you remember that. The ref was like, 1, 2. And then it's fucking asshole.
Dumbass Braun and kick out in time.
Exactly. Mello hits a code breaker counter, then nothing but net. Mello wins. He is him, and he is the new NXT champion. It finally happens. We get some sportsmanship by Braun as Mello gets his moment. Great match. I gave it 7 pretzels. Caesar, go ahead and give it the salt now. What did you think of this main event?
I did. I gave it 6 and the salty mustard. This shit was good. I gave it 6 in the salty mustard. I gave it 6 in the salt, but I gave it the salty mustard.
I thought you said 7. You said 7 at first.
No, I said 6 in the salty mustard.
6. You said 6.
All right, I'll replay it, but go ahead.
Yeah, I said 6 in the salty mustard the whole time. You said 7. I joked. No, you sent me the thing and said Booker T gave it a 6, and I said he was close.
Oh yeah.
See, you confuse me with Booker T, nigga. You racist bitch. You confuse me with Booker T, nigga.
Listen, Caesar T, go ahead and complete your review.
You dirty bitch. Okay.
Julius T. No.
Yeah. Get that eyeball out. I bet it's around there somewhere. You dirty bitch. Anyway, you don't show up, nigga. You show up on Tuesday. You don't show up right now. Anyway. Yeah.
Excuse me, Caesar. I produce the whole show, so I show up at the premium live events as well. Now, Julius Caesar, finish your review, and y'all can suck it. Mello's my boy.
Actually, if you want to get technical, Grayson Waller on Instagram showed Shawn Michaels backstage where he walked out because he said something to Shawn as he was walking out. So
good shit. Good shit. Yeah. No, good for him. I gave it 6 in salt, but I gave it the salty mustard at the end.
Why 6 though?
What?
Why 6?
With the botches.
Huh?
Why 6?
Why did you give it 6 and not 7?
No, I gave it 6 in the salt. Then I said the salty mustard.
I know, but why not a 7? What was wrong with it?
The botches. And it wasn't as great as the other matches.
Okay, my bad. You're right.
Yeah. Sorry. It wasn't. I didn't think it was great as the other matches that were good.
You're right. You're right. My hands are up, Caesar. I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe.
You questioned me, sir. So I was just trying to explain, sir. I'm sorry. Can I not explain?
Lo siento, muchacho.
Okay. Yeah, you speaking that Mexican now,
lo siento.
Call INS on your ass.
Por favor, lo siento.
Yeah, I speak that shit, bitch. So anyway, I did like the ending, especially because when we saw Tuesday, how Braun went for how Melo went for the pound, and then Braun went for the over the hand, and then at the end of the match, Braun went for the pound to try to like pass the torch, and Melo respected him and gave him the overhand, and Braun gave the belt to him at the end of the match. That's what I gave the salty mustard to. Really, it's a continuation of Tuesday to now. It is the passing of the torch. I love a good passing of the torch moment. The real respect, that's the real respect. That's the non-story. Hey man, you got control now. I had it. It is you. Yeah. Here it is, man. You're going to run it. You're going to kill it. And I know you don't miss. So I know you're going to kill it. There's few of those moments in between. You hear about them later, but they actually put that on film. So that's something they will always have. You hear about those moments between Rock Austin, Cena Rock, whatever, whoever you want to go between.
Cena Reigns.
Yeah. You don't hear about those moments because they don't put them on film, but you hear about them later. Maybe even Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Taker, Shawn Michaels, whatever. You don't hear about them till they tell you later on a behind the scenes thing. That's a moment, if you really pay attention, you can see on film that those guys have, because they're both young in their career. They know where they're going. And then when we see them later in their career, we know those guys had that moment then. They're going to have it now. They're going to keep it. Sorry to, then, now, forever. Come on. I mean, this is wrestling.
I know. I heard it got dusty over at Styx's house when he was watching this.
Well, he didn't text me that. He told you that. He got dusty about it. I mean, he going to speak and he going to tell about it. But no, I thought this match was great. A little bit botchy, but it's their really first match. I mean, nothing goes. I mean, it's fucking only fate that your first match, kind of a high caliber, can go right 100% of the time, and it's only luck that you get to duplicate it. But yeah, did I think it was better than Gargano Grayson? No. Did I think it was better than the 5-way NA championship match? To me, no. Obviously, but I thought it was still good. But Melo called back that moment, even though Melo is probably the heel and Braun's the face, but everybody's, tired of Braun. They want the Melo reign, but he still showed his respect, even though as the heel that he had to overcome this champion. And he was talking about it even building up to the match. You know what I'm saying? You saw those promos. He's in with Trick and the hose, and he's like, nah, man, no, I'm going to the gym. I got to work out. I got to prepare for this match. I got to be him. Him has got to beat Braun Breaker. And I know what Braun Breaker is about. He's not about going out to the clubs. He's going about working out, and he's going about putting in the work. So I got to put in the work. And no, I respect that greatly. And then this match was really, really good. And I'm all about the him era. We've all three of us are about the him era. We know Carmelo don't miss. Carmelo's putting on fire. And no matter who they throw at this motherfucker, we know he gonna put on some heat. He's not gonna put on these like just dry ass matches like we've seen with Braun Breaker.
In
He's
GM
gonna put on
mode,
some heat.
Carmelo Hayes is my champion, and he's feuding with Seth Rollins. Can you imagine in
Oh,
the
bitch.
future?
Yo, I'm gonna throw this fucking phone. I'm
The
gonna throw this fucking
future
laptop. I'm gonna throw this
feud
fucking computer.
between Melo and Rollins.
But like honestly, think about it. Who he has in NXT right now? Like we got Melo, right? And like all right, you could take anybody from that North American Championship, probably besides Dragon Lee. Let's be honest. But anyway, you imagine Melo and JD right now. Like really imagine Melo and JD.
I want
Melo and Dragunov.
Melo and Tyler Great. I want to see a best of
Yeah.
40, a best of 40 with them.
Yeah. So you got Melo and JD, Melo and Dragunov, Melo and West. We've seen Melo and West, but Melo and West.
Melo
and Axiom. Yeah. Melo and Axiom. You could, Melo and Tyler Drava. It don't freaking matter, bro. Like, you want to call some crackers down? You can call crackers down all you want. We seen Melo and Ricochet. Tell me that shit won't fire. I'll run that back. Just for Ricochet take another loss.
Jersey's still up. Jersey's still up.
Yo, hey. Shinsuke coming back. Tell me you won't see Melo and Shinsuke.
My God.
NXT Shinsuke. Tell me you don't want to see Melo and Shinsuke.
Draft him to NXT.
Yeah, draft Shinsuke back to NXT if you fucking want. You drive him back to NXT if you fucking want. Melo and what's that bald headed cracker before he went to Imperium? Tell me you wouldn't want to see
Super Eichner.
Super Eichner? Tell me you wouldn't want to see some shit like that. Yo, that boy Melo good. That boy Melo need to be on top. I ain't mad at it. But yeah, to me it wasn't the best match of the night, but it was good. So that's why I gave it 6 in the salty mustard.
Sticks, the main event of Stand and Deliver. What did you think?
And we should have bet on how many times them assholes was going to change clothes. That should have been a caveat too.
Yes, boy. Sticks. What did you think?
Gentlemen, it got dusty at the end of the...
I knew it.
He cried.
Hey, at the end of the women's ladder match. But at the end of this match, we were putting plastic on the furniture and we were popping bottles like we won.
I thought he was at golden showers. Thought he was going to say golden showers. He was just pissing on shit.
Because your boy has been riding with Melo since the breakout tournament. Your boy has been with him since then. Oh. So we were popping bottles like Melo was popping bottles in the club at night. Now, with that being said, I agree with Cesar. This wasn't the best match, but I gave this 7 in the salt because the outcome alone got a full pretzel and salt in itself. We have been waiting for this for so long, gentlemen. We have been waiting for for a challenger to come, and he finally came. Him finally came and took it from Jan Maker. We are in the him era. Now, yes, there were some botches, yes, but Carmelo Hayes is that man. I mean, you can put now against anybody. And we ain't and unlike Jan Maker, we don't need 2 guys to have a match of Jan Maker to make Jan Maker look good in a match. You can throw like you gentlemen, fine gentlemen had said, you could throw him against anybody on that NXT locker room. And it's gonna be a banger. Now they're gonna get their jersey raised up in the rafters afterwards because Melo gonna gonna put them in the rafters. But this guy isn't gonna miss. He's not gonna miss. This guy showed up. He knew it. He showed up like it was a game 7, like it was a championship match. Like you guys said, they showed in the promos. He didn't go out with Trick and those girls after the club closed. He didn't go for the after party celebration. He went and put that work in. This man knows what it takes to have that equal work-life balance, and he did it, and it showed up. Now the doors are open. Now it's time to have the matches. Now it's time for him to show that his head ain't going to be heavy wearing that crown. Mello is him. And he showed up, showed out at the house that Kobe built. He talked about it. He showed up, he showed out. Now let's go. So I gave it 7 in the salt. I gave it a full pretzel and salt because of the outcome, because we finally got what we wanted. And he is that man. So you got the ball, Mello. Let's go.
I got a question. I got a quick question.
Oh, yes?
Out of all the NXT champions you could think of, who do you think, if we had a tournament, would be the best?
Um,
I don't know who that is, Sticks.
Come on, baby.
Baby?
well, yeah, that's a good answer.
Baby?
If you ask me, I'd say Neville.
I say Neville.
I didn't understand that.
Shut up, bitch. Nobody cares about you, phone.
I said Neville, Siri. Now shut your ass up.
Shut your ass up. I still might pick Seth Rollins or Big E.
Is there really a wrong answer besides Bo Dallas?
I don't know if that's the sad part is. Yeah, there's a wrong answer. It's Bobby Roode.
I said Bo Dallas.
All right. Bo Dallas might be the wrong answer. Yeah, Bo Dallas might be the wrong answer. Yo, Neville's not a bad answer, though.
Neville's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Neville's
baby.
not a bad. He held it the longest, I think, probably. Ooh,
No,
Finn Balor.
I think Adam Cole held it.
Adam Cole is definitely up top. I might pick Finn Balor, though, for real.
I'll put him in a triple threat match on 2K23 and we'll find out.
Probably be a fatal 4-way match. You should probably put like the top 4 longest reigning.
Let's go ahead and move on to NXT, the aftermath of Stand.
Sure. Let's
aftermath of Stand. No. Okay, on my end, it was a weird visual start. Like it was a pitch black screen.
Yeah, that was everybody's shit. Mine was pitch black too.
Oh, you saw it too, and then
and then Indy came out.
That you could hear what the crowd was hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. They were counting down till intro, and then Indy Hartwell starts us off heading to the ring. The crowd is showing love. She thanks everyone and says Roxanne deserves the first title shot.
For sure.
Oh, Leatherface storms out pissed.
No, that bitch did.
Says Indy is a very beatable champion. The disrespect. Zoe wants a shot tonight. Indy accepts. Zoe says Indy will be the shortest reigning women's champion ever.
72 hours.
After this, Wesley at the airport, Axiom approaches and asks for a title shot. Wesley's like, okay. Tony D and Stacks versus Yes Boy, the Pretty Deadly. Great tag action here. Tony and Stacks are the de facto faces. Hey! Book not shy about his boner for PD. Thanks to PD's turnbuckle and switcheroo shenanigans, they pick up the win, pinning Tony D. Sticks, we got Indy Hartwell coming out and being confronted by Leatherface, and then Tony D and Stacks versus Pretty Deadly. What'd you think?
I thought it was a good opener. Indy had said she had 2 things she needed to say. She was in the middle of the first one when Zoe interrupted her. It's kind of hoping maybe if that second one was going to be a shout out to Dex, Sexy Dexy, but we never heard it.
Probably.
Like, I wanted to hear the second thing she needed to get off her chest. But as being the new women's champion, you know, they obviously bookmarked their champions on this.
Yeah.
It was a good way to open it up. I mean, the crowd was hot for Indy. I mean, they all had the same respect for her that we do for her. So they were giving her flowers. Zoe came out basically saying she was going to be the shortest reigning champion. So it set up
Indy
that.
is flat chested though, so maybe she only needed to get one thing off her chest because
Yeah,
she really doesn't have
that's
two
true. But I
things,
mean,
you know?
she's got two, you know, two chesticles, so she needed to probably get two off. So to be
Sure.
that full flat. So but it would have been interesting to hear that. So
And
nice
so is
opener.
Zoe Stark. She flat as shit too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But good way to open it up. You got your women's champion out there, set up a match for later on the night. Pretty Deadly and Tony D and Stacks. This is the difference between a legit tag team and a tag team that hasn't been together for a while. I mean, you saw the switcheroo, you saw the pull and the turnbuckle off, the running the interference. I mean, this is the difference between a legit team and the team that's just been put together. So
The fuckery.
you gotta chalk that up. Yes, the Yes Boys got that dub. And it's just another lump that Tony D and Stacks got to take on that road to becoming a legit tag team. Hopefully they stick together long enough when we get that. But it's just another lesson they had to learn as being a tag team that's beginning and on the road to possibly becoming tag team champions if they can do it. But not a bad opening, not a bad first match on NXT.
Cesar, we got the new NXT Women's Champ out there thanking the people until old fucking Leatherface comes out and shits on her cake. And then we had the tag team match of the Yes Boys versus the Family.
Yeah, so unlike this fuck over here, this fuck right here was back in his bag because he had two POCs in the ring at the start of NXT. You damn right. He had two pussies of color. You know what I'm saying? It won't no cracker shit nowhere. He had Indy, he had Zoe, he had that pussy of color ring announcer. He had Book. You know what I'm saying? I guess the only cracker out there was Vic. You know what I'm saying? You know
Do
what
I
I'm
gotta
saying?
name this POCs now?
You might have to. You might have to. But all I'm saying, he had two POCs, man. He had two POCs. He had them pussies of color out there. You know what I'm saying? That's the close nigga on nigga he was gonna get it tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you know, we all know when you get cooking, and you've been cooking for a long time, just like that cross-eyed fuck. When you put all that meat in the pot, it don't matter what color that meat is when you put it in the pot. Because when you've been cooking, it all comes out brown and black after a while. That's what happens when that cross-eyed fuck get the cooking. Yeah. Yeah, see, Vince, it's all white meat. Nobody care about no white meat. But when that cracker right there get cooking on Tuesdays, it's all dark meat because that's all he like. He love him some POCs. He love him that dark meat.
Well, update Cesar. Indy's Australian and Zoe is Italian.
Oh, Australian. Oh, so that's a nigga with shrimp on the Barbie. And Zoe is what?
Italian.
They ain't nothing but a nigga with spaghetti, according to y'all white folk, okay? Ain't nothing but a nigga with spaghetti, according to y'all
Hey,
white
you
folk.
got the spaghetti. What the fuck?
Yeah, because they both got Tony D look white and he Italian. But Zoe got that permanent tan. We know how y'all white people in America don't like people with tans. Okay? Okay? It was pussies with color in that ring. Y'all can update me all y'all want. Y'all know it's pussy's color that right. But yeah, she was talking that shit. You know, in Indy, right? She's talking that, yeah. Yeah. She said the people. The people never let her down. You know what I'm saying? Because the people's always there for indie wrestling. We always gonna be there. We've been there since the way. We've been there, girl. We was there for you with Candace, like you said. We was there. And then you got that pop. The crowd erupted. There was, I don't know how many thousands of asses erupting when you won that title. And then Zoe gonna come out here and talk her shit. Nobody care. This bitch is trying to eat octopus with Io Shirai winning the tag titles. Nobody care about that bullshit.
I don't like you.
Exactly. Io didn't like her. We don't like her. You don't like her. Nobody cares. Get the fuck out the show. But anyway, they're going to have a match later tonight. Anyway, Yes Boys. You know, Yes Boys, man. They ain't had no match in a while. They lost the Gallus Boys on top. You know what I'm saying? They got to pay for that apartment with all the fucking Kraft macaroni and cheese, you know, that they stealing from bitches and shit. You know, they sleep together because they got the whole second room as a closet for them cut off shirts and what the fuck not. They had to get a dub. So, of course, they're going to beat them Italian crackers who can steal Kraft macaroni and cheese off the boat. Why would you not? They had a bet backstage. It was like, look, if we beat you, we get 6 months free Kraft macaroni and cheese. And free Nathan's hot dogs. And then he was like, Tony D was like, you ain't even got a grill, bitch. How you gonna cook Nathan's hot dogs? Fuck you, Tony D. We'll put them in the microwave, you bitch. And then put them on, you know, Kraft, bread or something. They'll put them on some white bread or some shit. Eat them fucking hot dogs and Kraft macaroni and cheese, you stupid bitch. And he was like, all right, bet. Then we gonna wrestle. So they had a match, you know. Tony D wasn't ready for the illegal shit they was doing in the ring. See, Tony D ready for legal shit to do outside the ring. He's like, yo, fuck the police. I'm going to pay off, you know, the boat manager and the dock manager to get the shit in free. But he ain't really ready to, like, do the sneaky shit, like take off the turnbuckle and put the drape over the cracker head. That's why he got his monkey ass beat. He's in the ring. He wasn't ready for that bullshit. He told me, D, you got to take the street shit into the ring shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch APBW on Mangria Fuel's YouTube page and learn how Julius Caesar does that fuck shit. And you got to learn how to do illegal shit inside the ring.
Well, let's be honest. They need Electra Lopez back for outside the ring business on the docks and inside the ring. They need Electra Lopez back.
They do. She right there too. She ain't doing shit. She just beating up Latin bitches. I don't even know why she ain't beating white bitches, but she beating up Latin bitches just to get Electra Lopez back in the family right quick. You know what I'm saying? She down at the docks, you know, sucking dick, doing dirt shit. Probably. I don't know what she doing. Will she suck my dick? I mean, but you know, I mean, she out here. And then, like, yeah, get that bitch ready. And then you right. What happened the rest of the show, man, Gray?
JC Jane video hating on Gigi. The Thin Boss Man up next versus Odyssey Jones. Right off the bat, spinning Das Boot to OJ gets a 2.5. Even it's a Death Valley driver for a close call. A moonsault gets the job done. This will not be Dijakovic Keith Lee 2.0. We get a Dragon Lee video. I do appreciate the commercial-free half hour, by the way. Trick and Mello pull up to the building. Kinsey interviews Gallus. Heavy accented promo. This is our kingdom. Donkey. Nathan Frazier up against Caesar's new crush, Dragon Lee. What the fuck? Noam Dar jumps the barricade with the Stanley Cup. More heavy accent promo. He's officially in NXT. Anyways, back to the match. Book loves Dragon Lee. Excellent back and forth between Frazier and Lee. Noam puts his legs up on the announce table and watches this match during commercial picture-in-picture. Frazier brings it like he always does. Fucking caught Lee with a super fucking kick that Lee ran right into. It's
That shit
been
was nasty.
it's been 70-30 here in terms of offense. Frazier with the 70. We got a sit down power bomb and a super kick of his own to Frazier. Dragon Lee wins. Noam shouts at them. Dar that is. Cesar, we got the Thin Boss Man versus Odyssey Jones and a lightning quick match. Of course, this was commercial free the first half hour. And then Nathan Frazier versus Dragon Lee.
Yeah, so we got old Dijak Justice Crackle versus Odyssey Crackle. Odyssey Crackle bought his thick neck ass out there. Yeah, in like 2 seconds, he threw him in a rope, he threw him in a corner, and Dijak throwing the boot, and then Book all like, yeah, oh, street justice, bust a nut, yeah. And then I'm like, what the fuck going on? I mean, I wasn't really paying attention. I was on TikTok. And then all of a sudden, the nigga threw a boot. And I said, I threw the phone across the room. And then them crackers start fighting and shit. And then, yeah, next thing you know, he throwing a crack off. He throwing that thick neck nigga off the top. Hit him with a power bomb. Hit him with some other shit. And then the match over. I was like, what the fuck? Y'all fighting over getting eliminated and a shit. And then, 2-minute match. Okay. But then I was like, Dijak been taking some losses, so I guess he had to get a win. And Odyssey Cracker coming off of energy. Book said it. He trying to get his shit back on track. And I was like, all right, cool. Then, I think there was like a thing saying Dragon League gonna fight. And then there was probably a commercial. Then after the commercial, we'll have next, Sangria.
Nathan Frazier versus Dragon Lee.
Yeah, Nathan Frazier versus Dragon Lee. So yeah, Nathan Frazier had all the smoke, like more smoke than the Street Profits on his intro. Running out there, he got some new gear, new logo. Ain't mad at it. Reinvent yourself, player. You out here in them streets. And then here comes old Dragon Lee with his thick body ass coming out. And they had a little match. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he killed that nigga on that super kick. I was like, this nigga dead. Dragon Lee hit the tree of woe inside the ring, which made it look better. And some other shit. And what he hit him with a knee. I don't like his finisher. Yeah, it was like a knee out of the corner. He hit him with a power bomb, and then he hit him with a knee out of the corner. So the match was great, but the finish was trash. And I think that's why I didn't really like the whole match. The match was pretty good, but like, yeah, Nathan Frazier, they should be building Nathan Frazier too. This is what I didn't like. This is what I didn't. So I get what you guys are saying, where like, if Dragon Lee had a match before Stand and Deliver, but his match after Stand and Deliver with somebody who they should also be building. But they did it at the expense of Nathan Frazier. And I didn't mind that Nathan Frazier was like the person who get eliminated for Axiom to get in, because it's a battle royal. It's not like a match. But like, yeah, a power bomb and then just like a running knee out the corner to pin him. The match wasn't boring, but the finish was boring.
He should have fought Zion Quinn.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he did that shit to Zion Quinn. I'd have been like, great, yo, all right, Dragon Lee. Yeah, he had a great match at Stand and Deliver, and then had a great win over like nobody. Sure, I'm great, but like Nathan Frazier, I was kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of almost bittersweet. Like, I'm just like, yo, I actually want Nathan Frazier to succeed in NXT, but like, I just didn't like the match. I liked the match, but I didn't like the match. So I was just like, this is cool. He's just doing it because he has a name. But to me, I still think he's a thicker body Axiom, and he'll have a better chance of like winning the heavyweight title than Axiom will. To be honest, that's just my thoughts. So
I'm with Cesar. Nathan Frazier should have won that match. Sticks, what did you think of Thin Boss Man versus Odyssey Jones, and then Nathan Frazier versus Dragon Lee?
Yeah, Dijak's open, like his entrance lasted about damn near longer than this match. I mean, they used the leftover graphics that they had from the Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and Lita Sin City graphics for Dijak. So they decided to use up all they got, get their money's worth out of that. I fully understand Dijak been on a losing streak, but I mean, I gotta think. I mean,
because of who he's lost to, right? Because of who he's lost to.
All right, let Sticks get his thoughts out.
I mean,
Oh,
I
man.
feel like they had like Odyssey had some momentum behind him before he had his injury, and then now you need to make a decision. Like he's with our boys, the Hard R's. They're partying. He's partying with them. Shout out to the Hard R's. We haven't seen them for. I mean, we saw a couple of them in the Battle Royal, but we haven't like seen them on TV for a hot second. But I mean, he had some momentum, and now he's just kind of there, and then he catches this L. I mean, I would have liked to seen him give a little bit more time to Odyssey for to get some offense in, but I mean, Dijak needed that dub, so they gave him that dub in a really kind of quick match. I mean, he hit that. I think they said it was like a super kick to Odyssey, who was on the top rope, and they're all kind of raving about Dijak being able to hit that. But I mean, Dijak's a tall guy, so I mean, I guess if you hit that DDP yoga, you should be able to be flexible enough to hit that. I mean, it was an okay match, but I'd like to see.
Probably would have looked better if he hit a smaller guy with that kick.
Yeah, but Odyssey didn't have his Mark Henry gear like he did in the Battle Royal. I kind of would have liked to see that too, but that's just me nitpicking.
Oh, but the funniest thing is he hit him with a World's Strongest Slam to begin the match.
Yeah, this is like if you're gonna embrace it, man. If you're gonna hit the strongest slam, bring out the Mark Henry gear. I digress. I would have liked to see a little bit more offense for Odyssey, but that's just me. Nathan Frazier and Dragon Lee. This was a good match. I mean, like I said, I would have liked to seen this be the match leading in, but for Dragon Lee to that Fatal 5-Way. But I mean, having this afterwards, it wasn't bad either. I mean, Nathan Frazier, they got to start building. Like you guys said, they got to start building this guy, because this guy, the matches that he's had and losses are something that, as fans, we see this and you're like, what else does this guy got to do for you guys to start having him collect dubs, to start climbing that ladder to even if it's just North American Championship? I mean, this guy, him and Axiom as the final guys, that would have been a match that if you threw Wesley in as a triple threat, I'm not gonna be disappointed at that. Obviously Dragon Lee's gonna get that dub because he's got that name. But I mean, he looked good against the guy that's got that outside hype coming in. I thought it was probably before knowing what we were going to get later on, I thought this was probably going to be match of the week, but it's still up there. It was going into it, and we'll talk more about it. But I mean, you got to start building behind Nathan Frazier. I mean, this guy can give it. This guy can take it. He's somebody that if you start building behind him, he's going to give. You're not going to be disappointed. But all in all, I thought this was a great match. Both guys showed up and showed out. I agree with Cesar. Dragon Lee's finisher should be better than what it is, but I'll take it. I mean, we've probably seen worse finishers, but just as a guy with that stature and name, you'd like to see something a little bit better. But all in all, great match. Really great match.
Up next, it's Chase U time.
Yes, you.
Andre thanks Tyler Bate. Duke takes issue. Duke then waxes about his victory deserves an award for being the decisive victor at Stand and Deliver. Andre says you're right. Next week, Duke will get an MVP ceremony, and Duke is hyped as fuck. Alba and Isla video, the new women's tag champs. They warned the women's roster about how much whiteness is coming their way. Kenzie with Wes, he puts over everyone from Stand and Deliver, especially Axiom. And then we get that NXT Women's Championship match between Indy and Zoe Leatherface. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, Book says about Zoe mouthing off. Call Zoe the mechanic because she putting in some body work. Book also said that when you chant, you 25% better. And Indy was that. She ate that Zoe knee finisher, but fell out of the ring. Then reverses Zoe's pin to retain. Yes, this is what I've wanted to see from Indy. Speaking of what I want to see,
What's up?
Who? You stupid bitch.
Yeah.
Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, I bet you.
Tiffany Stratton comes out to shout out her from. Oh boy. Tiffany Stratton comes out to shout at her from entrance, but a returning Cora Jade jumps Indy from behind. Cora and Tiffany trash talk each other, and I think me and Cesar have both picked our caveats of Cora returning, but didn't return at all until now.
Still now.
Jensen and Kiana in locker room. Kiana yelling at him. Fallon spills the cheating beans. Kiana said they never said they were exclusive. The kids changed everything. The kids fucking
Jesus
auto.
Christ.
Jesus
Jesus Christ.
75 cents. Kiana James has been supporting kids across the pond.
The kiss
Across the pond.
changed everything. She walks off. Fallon's still hating. Jensen tells Fallon to stay out of his life.
Relationships.
Sticks. Chase you time?
Yes, sir.
What'd you think?
Chase you.
Chase you. Yeah, I would have liked to seen them do a little bit more of Tyler Bate. I mean, this is going to be having this just be a one-off. I mean, I would like to see them be like, have him come in every once in a while, kind of be like, hey, Tyler, great. He's a guy. He's got so much going on. He's on the Chase U staff, but he's so busy helping out the university. He can't be with us right now, but he is a part of the staff. He's helping raise the profile of Chase U. I still get that.
Chase U British edition.
Even that, yeah. Like he's working on the foundation for Chase U over in Europe. We're gonna
no. Chase UK. Chase UK.
Yeah. He's over there also trying to build a relationship with Pogs. We need to get that, build up our profile with Pogs over there for it can be the official after party for all the Chase U athletics.
Yeah, college bar.
Yes. I would like to see that. I mean, we still get that little bit of friction with Duke and Andre Chase. We're gonna obviously see how that goes with the MVP trophy presentation next week. But all in all, still a great segment. Duke gonna want his praise. Andre Chase throwing it back at him like, hey, didn't you say something about us just being fake trophies and celebrations and all that stuff? I like that little throwback, but still continuing this stuff with Duke and maybe the uncertainty that we get with that going into the MVP trophy presentation next week. So not a bad segment. We got what the spooky witch bitches talking about the dark white cloud that's going to be coming into the women's tag team division. So they still got some work, obviously, with maybe a certain tag team that we see more coming out of it. I think what was it? Axiom and Wesley was next.
It was Indy versus Zoe.
Oh, Indy and Zoe. It was a good match. hitting her finisher, Indy rolling out. That's not luck. That's smarts, folks. That's smart. She rolled out. Zoe rolls her back in, and Indy hitting that reversal. That's not luck, folks. That's smarts. And if you have the last name Wrestling, you gonna pick up a few things from a certain Johnny. So I wasn't mad at it. Good match. Indy's showing that she's not lucky. She's smart, folks. Mangria's favorite comes out yelling at Indy that she threw her off the ladder to that kind of bad landing. Obviously, it didn't cripple her that bad. So all in all, then we get the returning thought herself, Cora Jade. So we got a predicament now. Because who's Indy? Indy threw out that she thought Roxy deserved the first title rematch, but obviously we got Zoe. Now we got Tiffany, who's got a stake in it, but also now we got Cora, who's still got a little bit of unfinished business with that women's championship.
New titties.
Not a bad match. No, go ahead.
Cora's got some new titties too, along with that hair dye.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and hey, gentlemen, just to give you a heads up, your boy did subscribe to that Instagram subscription. She kind of went a little radio silence, but now after Stand and Deliver, she getting a little bit more on it. Your boy did notice that, so that subscription is gonna be looking pretty good now that that she got some upgrade to the assets of Cora Jade. But all in all, I thought this match was good for Indy. It showed that she's not lucky. She got some smarts, so not a bad match. Got her first title defense down, so I'm not mad at it.
Cora with that upgrade to that spice rack. You know what I'm saying? You know, Blokey.
Yeah.
Sticks, Jensen and Kiana, the whole situation backstage with Fallon and the cheating and shit.
It shows that we still got some friction. There's still got some mileage in this storyline, regardless of them not being tag team champions, which it'll probably play going into their rematch whenever they get that.
Next week. The rematch is next week.
Yeah, I know they hadn't announced it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But the dissension is getting bigger. We're getting the possible battle lines drawn for this.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying, man?
I see. I know. Hey, Blokey.
Blokey and Makery, you know what I'm talking about.
You know.
This could go into something bigger. This obviously is gonna tear out a women's tag team, but this is gonna be tearing at Briggs and Jensen as a tag team themselves. These guys, former NXT UK tag team champions. This might tear a tag team apart. So maybe I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe we get a mixed tag sometime down the road. It depends on how they go with this. There's so many options with this, but the ascension is still running wild between these four participants of this. So we'll see how this goes.
Cesar Chase U. We had Andre and Duke wanting an award, and Andre obliging this award.
Yeah, man. Duke was there behind his desk. Everybody's happy. They got the dub. The university is safe. Everybody's happy. Andre Chase thanked Tyler Driver, kept it moving because Duke don't like awards, and then Duke wants an award. So they're going to have an award next week. Everybody's happy. Duke gets an award. Everybody's happy. We go on to next week.
Indy versus Zoe for the women's championship.
Good match. This is a good match to have. First match. as a NXT Women's Championship. Indy's showing out there, showing she can handle her own, do work, do dirt. You know, Zoe Leatherface out here getting it in. You know, we got 210, which is a color, like I like to say, you know, because he knew he couldn't have no nigga on nigga. You know, Vince is back. So it's got to be a bunch of white. It's a whitewash. It's a whitewash everywhere. So, you know, he can't have him right there. He can't have his Mandingo matches like he likes to have, you know what I'm saying? But Vince don't care about women, so he don't care what he do about women. So he can have his
well,
P.O.C.
Vince don't care about women in the ring. Now outside the ring and in the office.
Yeah, in the office, yeah. But Vince ain't looking at these broads. So he's got to get his, you know, he's got to get his usual versus he's got to do it with his women. He's got to do it with his women now. I respect him. He coloring in between the lines. And he's still cooking. Hey, I see you still in the kitchen, bro. I see you still in the kitchen. You know, you gotta have your white men win like Dijak over Odyssey Cracker and shit like that. But you still like your Mandingo fights. You still like your nigga on nigga. And if you can't have it in the ring, you're gonna get it through the women. Because he's like, 210 women will still do it for me. And I can pretend like it's Django, like I'm betting on them. I see you, cross-eyed fuck. I see you. Hey. I see you, cross-eyed fuck.
It's not Django, it's Huango.
You know what I'm saying? Sticks? You know what I'm saying? Because we all know. If this was slavery time, he would be like Thomas Jefferson. He'd be married to a white woman, but he be fucking them niggas. We all know. Just like, yeah.
He'd be saddling those stallions up in the field, baby. He'd be saddling them up.
He'd be fighting them demons, not to fuck them niggas in the streets. We all know, cross-eyed fuck. We all know. Hey, look, hey. I like black women too, player. I like them too, player. I got your back. All right. We all right, because it ain't white. All right, cross-eyed fuck. All right, you son of a bitch.
All right, let's move on to Jensen.
Anyway, like I said, Indy Wrestler was defending her title, and she was doing it like the strong champion she was. And yeah, like Stick said, man, she got the dub, but she got the dub in a way you don't expect. Yeah, she took the champ's finishing move, but she fell out of the ring. The champ had to go out there and get her. She couldn't put the 1, 2, 3 after the Z360, as I heard Sick Vic call it that night.
Has a move.
And then put her back in the ring, and then Indy got that dub, and she still kept the title, which is caviar wishes and champagne, whatever the
champagne dreams and caviar wishes
and Cholula green, bitch.
Put that Cholula green on it, Vic.
All right, what was next?
Jensen and Kiana in the locker room. Kiana yelling at him. Fallon's
they're arguing. See, this is where you gentlemen are wrong. This is where, if you paid attention months ago when it started, like Kiana said, she was playing the field. It wasn't exclusive. So if the story holds, because they have the championship next week, if the story holds, they're not exclusive. So this gives Jensen the reason, if he helps him cheat and they get back together, because they're not exclusive, he can fuck the assistant.
If this happens, motherfuckers better acknowledge the tripod. If this story plays out,
they better acknowledge.
We've been calling this for months. They better acknowledge the tripod.
It's not exclusive. Jensen can get with her, and he can pound that assistant on the desk 8 days a week because it's not exclusive. Man, Mangria thought it was exclusive. He thought she a dirty bitch, just out here cheating, being in the streets, being wild, being a thought on TikTok. Nah, man, they're not exclusive. She can do whatever she want. And so can just he can hump that assistant on the desk, on the chair, on the floor, on the lockers,
To
in
the
the rain,
windows, to the
to
wall.
the wall, to the sweat drop off his balls.
Till
That's
the
what I'm
sweat
talking
dropped
about.
off them
That's
country
what I'm
balls.
talking about. Them country balls. Y'all better
That
watch out.
farmer tan and them sweaty country balls.
You better watch out for that assistant. What's
Up
next?
next, Cora Jade approaching parking lot, which is
Oh
very
yeah.
dangerous.
Oh
I was
yeah.
like, why is she going? Does she have security? She gonna die. She
It's
back.
the lot.
She just came back. She gonna die.
It's the lot. I was like,
And of
she gonna
course,
die.
what happens? She gets
What happened?
approached
Yeah, of
from
course.
behind by
Oh,
that bitch
but who does she?
no one cares about.
Yeah, but who does she talk to first after she leaves the ring after beating down Indy Hartwell? She talks to the first returning titty bitch, Mangria, tell you Tiffany Stratton. But if you follow Cora Ho on TikTok,
I don't.
on TikTok, like
TikTok.
We're gonna get that new titty on titty violence.
like your boy does. You knew them titties was fresh. You knew them titties was earlier. You see, you gotta follow the thoughts on where the thoughts go. You gotta follow them on the thought talk. You can't follow them on Instagram. You can't wait on Wednesday nights. You gotta follow the thoughts on the thought talk. That's where you gotta go. See, I knew them titties was new. I knew them titties was new a couple weeks ago.
Okay, let me finish this, Cesar. Up next was Ivy Nile versus Paxley. Pax with them cheeky trunks. Unique second
right.
assist suplex from Pax. The queen of level up wins with her dragon sleeper. Not a bad match. The Creeds help celebrate. Kenzie with Dragonoff. Dragonoff waxes about stand and deliver match. And then ratings cancer. White Kali interrupts. Tries to insult the man, but Dragonoff said, at least I was on the card. Mr. Stone prevents throwdown and says White Kali gets a match against Dragonoff next week. But if White Kali loses, Mr. Stone is stepping. We got that fantastic matchup for the North American Championship. Wesley versus Axiom. Almost a quick finish. Axiom gets a 2 3/4 pinfall attempt. Of course, this is what we wanted. West versus Axiom is great. Loving this more aggressive Axiom. West learned his lesson from stand and deliver while attempting his Pele kick. Axiom was going to hit that golden ratio again, but West hits a stomp. The crowd is behind West. Axiom relentless, though. Didn't help. Cardiac kick for the win and retain. This was the shucka ducka quack quack moment of the night for sure. Great match. Sportsmanship, but it ended with Scripps message playing. Axiom kicks the black off of Scripps, who try to sneak attack. Kenzie interviews Nathan Frazier. Nathan is keeping his spirits up. What Kenzie doing approaching this dude in the locker room? She gonna trip on the hard R's dicks. You best watch yourself, Kenzie. Okay, Cesar, go ahead on the Ivy versus Paxley.
Yeah, don't make care about Paxley. She a hoe. And then Big Ive, you seen Big Ive. Big Ive got them thick thighs. She got them big arms. And she put bitches in the dirt like she need to do every goddamn week. We all knew Big Ive was going to get that dub. Taking off. What was after that?
I was Dragonoff, White Kali, Mr. Stone situation.
Don't nobody give a shit about White Kali. And nigga Stone, he gone. Okay. Yeah, White Kali gonna lose. Cracker Stone gone. And then Dragonoff gonna play a symphony for your mama when he hitting that shit in the bedroom at night.
We had the fantastic Wesley versus Axiom match.
Nigga, this was the main event. You know what I'm talking about? You had this nigga with Taco versus real nigga. And this, He was cooking. He was cooking. He was good. And this was the most nigga on nigga he could get that night. He had that nigga with a taco and that mask on out there whoop. Ooh, he was trying to whoop monkey ass like monkey ass ain't never been whooped before. Okay. He watched Decent Mania 4. Okay. And he was trying to whoop monkey ass like monkey ass and whoop it. He was like, goddamn, I see these boys on APPW. They be out here putting in this work. After I saw Mania 39, that was some bullshit. I watched night 1. He was like, "Ooh, shit, I gotta show it to Wes." And then he almost pinned Wes monkey ass in like 2 seconds. I seen it. Y'all seen it. He had Wes rolled up. Well, he had him rolled up.
I seen it.
Shut your punk ass up. I'm talking right now.
You see.
You know, shut the fuck up. He had Wes rolled up tighter than Snoop Dogg's blunt on WrestleMania 39, nigga. When he dropped that elbow on Miz, he had it rolled up tight, girl. Like 17-year-old pussy. It was tight. Okay. R. Kelly style. He was jerking off. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He was jerking off on Bianca Belair's intro.
For editing.
Yeah. He was jerking off on Bianca Belair's intro when them little girls was out there. I seen you, R. Kelly, you dirty bitch. You dirty motherfucker. I hate you. I hope you stay in jail.
Make Rhea, put the disclaimer on this. Do not have this blaring out in public if you are watching this.
Yeah, don't do it.
This is the for sure not going to be on TikTok moment of the pod.
Yeah, because R. Kelly's a dirty motherfucker, and I hope he stays in jail. I hope he gets raped in jail. I said it. Anyway, rolled him up tight. But they had a phenomenal match. Yeah, Wes and Axiom was doing it. Wes had to hit them black flips. Yeah, I said them black flips. Them black flips like 38 times because Axiom was ready for that shit. One time he had him in that chokehold. He had him in the red room like, I was going to say hook on ATW, but no, like Taz, nigga, he had him hooked up. He was choking like that dark nigga. No, he didn't have him in the chokehold. Who had somebody in the chokehold on UFC this weekend? I can't remember the match. I'm too drunk. Anyway.
Ask Trump. He was there.
Facts. He won't at his court date. He was there. Man, that match was so good. God damn. Axiom is going to go to ratio. West tried to hit that flippy shit off the top. He got the knees up. Yow. Then he went for the golden ratio. Axe hit that cardiac kick. West got the dub as he should. Oh, really? Should he? Axiom North American champion? I wouldn't be mad if Axiom was North American champion, but I'm not mad that West is North American champion. Them two hoes can go. I ain't never gonna be mad if them two crackers is in the ring whooping ass on each other every goddamn week. You can put that as the main event every goddamn week. I guarantee you I wouldn't be mad. They'll find new ways to whoop each other and smack the fuck out of each other every goddamn week, and I ain't gonna be mad. And then this punk ass darky gonna try to talk some shit, talking about I see you behind your mask. I see the lies you telling. And then he gonna get his goddamn dumbass trampoline from the sixth grade and try to jump his punk ass in the ring. Go to ratio, that dumb nigga. Yeah, kick the chicken out of his mouth. Ow! And then this dumb motherfucker dead in the middle of the ring, and Axiom raising his hands like he won the title fight in Rocky 3. Whooped his monkey ass. Yeah, and I said his monkey ass because that nigga a real monkey. Like goddamn Planet of the Apes. His bitch ass laid dead in the middle of the ring. Some Mark Wahlberg shit. He dead. Looking dead in the middle of the ring. And Axiom said, yeah, bitch, I'm going to take my 2 tacos and take a shit on the toilet and put out shit darker than you stupid beach. And then, yeah, Scripps looking like a dumbass hoe because he got knocked out by a nigga who lost. You got knocked out by a nigga who lost. He didn't even win. That's a nigga who lost. He lost. And your dark snigger looking ass is in the middle of the ring looking dead as shit. You looking like a punk ass melted Milky Way bar. You dirty bitch. And you just sitting there looking dead. And Scripps is like, oh, go ratio. And then fucking Axiom is like, yeah, I got this mask on. Fuck your life. and he walked off. Shit was great. I was happy. I was real happy. And I was happy for the cause. I texted the nigga coalition and I was like, look at this dumb nigga Scripps. Kick this nigga out. He need to be like on the Haitian delegation. He ain't no real nigga no more. He a half nigga. Say his mom was white or something.
Make sure he pays that. Make sure he pays his leaving membership on the way
Yeah,
out.
First of all, he paying all his fees before he gets kicked out. Okay, he paying all his fees before he gets kicked out. That's the nigga coalition #1 rule. If you get kicked out, you got to pay all your fees for the year.
Exiting.
And it's only April, but he got to pay his whole yearly fees before he gets kicked out. And I said, kick this nigga out.
And he's got to make sure he gives that bottle of Henny on the way out too. Because
first of all, that happens in January. Oh, hold on. I got a text from Kanye. The vote has come through. Scripps' Milky Way ass has been kicked out. He owes at least 3 bottles of Henny, $8,500 in fees, and he can't fuck white women for 3 years. So he's kicked out. Officially, right here. You heard it here first. That is breaking news. Breaking news. Scripps is no longer a nigga. Okay, he's no longer a real. Oh, sorry, he's no longer a real nigga. He is a nigga by the ways of police, so he can be shot and arrested. As a nigga,
he got sent down to the minor leagues. He's in the minor leagues now.
Yeah, but no real nigga lawyer will represent him in court. He has to find, and no Jewish lawyer will represent him in court. So Bretsky and his team will not represent him either. He's got to get like a district attorney or some shit, or a court-appointed lawyer, which means he will go to jail for the next 38 years.
Public defender. Sticks. Ivy Nile versus Paxley.
I have a feel. Just watching this and this kind of thing about it, I feel like this kind of gets swept under the rug, and this was still kind of a good match. I mean, with all the stuff that happened on this episode, unfortunately, to me, it feels like it gets lost in the shuffle on this. I mean, this was still a good match. I mean, this had the story, this had the integrity of why this match needed to happen, and I mean, it wasn't a bad match. I mean, both Ivy and Paxley, they both looked good. I mean, they both wrestled a good match, and I mean, the right person won on this. Ivy won, and I just feel like this is kind of gets swept in it gets lost in the shuffle of everything that happened in this match, and unfortunately, I mean, it got bookmarked between 2 really good matches, and it really shouldn't have. I mean, I thought this was a really good match. I mean, I thought Ivy looked good. I thought Tatum in the cheeks showing outfit looked good. I mean,
she had that butt meat on display.
Can't fuck white women for 3 years.
You can't, man. That's the rules.
All right, I'm sorry.
Jesse Jackson just texted me too. Okay, Jesse Jackson gave me the update. He said, "Yo, Scripps is out." I'm just saying. The black vote is coming in. I'm just saying, y'all.
All right.
Breaking news. Sticks, please go on with your review, please, sir.
Sticks,
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir. I'm sorry to interrupt. I got to tell the people breaking news when breaking news happens, though.
Sticks, let's move on to the Dragunov White Khali Mr. Stone situation, please.
Gentlemen, the anchor that has been upon Suitman Stone's ankle that has been dragging him down is possibly gonna be released from this man. Thank God. Please, Dragunov, do us all a favor. Exile White Khali and let Suitman Stone free. Please set Suitman Stone free. My Lord, please let him free.
Free at last. Thank God Almighty. No. What did you think
Martin Luther
of Wesley versus Axiom for the North American Championship?
Funny story. That is what Jay-Z tweeted in the Black Man chat when we released Scripps. He literally Jay-Z is tweeting it right now. I swear to God, It's on Black Twitter. Y'all can't see it, but I'm a screenshot and send it to Mangry. Y'all can't see it.
I will confirm.
Okay.
Sticks.
I thought before this match, I had said that Dragon Lee and Nathan Frazier I thought was the match of the week. Woo, child. Then Wesley and Axiom were like, oh really? Oh really?
Hold my beer.
Hold our glass of Henny. We gonna show you what a match of the week is. These guys put it out. Now this was, let me put this in perspective. Nathan Frazier, Dragon Lee. I feel like I was on the West Coast at a Mangria get together. I was having the tacos. I was getting my fulfill of everything on the West Coast. And then Wesley and Axiom, I feel like I boarded a drip jet and red-eyed that baby to the East Coast, to Virginia, where I am fortunate enough that Cesar allows me to partake in barbecues and to family get-togethers every once in a while. He allows that open invitation. And I was allowed that when I was partaking this match with Axiom and Wesley. This match, boys, whoo! This was the match of the week. These guys showed up, showed out. The match was good. I mean, this was, in the ending, Wesley got all of that cardiac kick. I mean, he didn't get a part of it. He hit all of it. And the end, Axiom, scripts with that fuck shit. Axiom, we are going to show you. We are going to expose you. Man, you got exposed, Scripps. He knew you were coming. You, like Cesar said, you with that goddamn elementary fucking trampoline. Scripps, you got golden ratioed out of, I'm not saying this, Cesar said this. You got golden ratioed out of the coalition. And not only that, your bank account got hit with the exit fees. The exit subscriptions, you got taken out.
You can't fuck Dana Brooke anymore.
No.
Nope.
You ain't got no attachments to Carmella as a bottle boy. You ain't even got them bottle boy scent of that. Man, this match, start, finish, even the after finish. Woo! This had it all. And I heard it. I was at the barbecue. Cesar allowed me to come into the backyard, and I heard the celebration, the roar, as soon as Axiom hit that golden ratio. Woo! The Hennessy, they were popping that reserve Hennessy. There was a party, and Cesar looked at me and he said, and I was like, Cesar, what's going on? He looked at me, he said, Sticks, man, this is damn near like winning the Super Bowl. This is winning the Super Bowl, the NBA championship, and the World Series. This is all that wrapped up. We ain't got no affiliation with Scripps no more. And I was like, goddamn. He ain't getting passed on to us, is he? He was like, nah. Your boy and the rest of the family, everybody in the coalition, we ain't passing that train wreck, that hot garbage on to you. And I was like, can I get a shot glass of that Henny then? Can I get a shot glass of that reserve? And Cesar looked at me and he's like, son, you can get more than a shot glass. It is popping. I was like, yeah. Your boy got white boy wasted after that Scripts getting golden ratio. Best thing that happened on NXT this week.
We call
Along with the
WBW.
best match of the week. Best all around.
That being
WBW.
said, Sticks has no thoughts on the subject. No,
I'm just saying.
the main event segment of the night was Trick and him. New NXT champion Mello out to the ring. Book went from 6 to midnight.
Yep.
Champagne wishes and caviar dreams,
He
Vic.
was cooling. He was cooling.
The champ waxes. Trick hyping. Welcome to the him era. Gives
Yep.
Jan his flowers. Wants to tell Braun something to his face. Braun out. Camera smash cut to a brother who looked like he wanted to jump his ass in the crowd. Mello thanks Braun. Braun respected Mello and the crowd. Sportsmanship to end the night. Nope. Jan attacks them both. This went 5 minutes overtime. The crowd chants one more time. Bunch of assholes. Sticks, what'd you think of the final segment of the night?
Crowd always wants more.
Yeah, that's Cesar's speaking facts. The crowd always wants more. Yes, we got the him era. Carmelo got what he needed. The crowd was able to show him this is what we needed. Carmelo asked for Jan Maker to come out, which threw up the red flags. It was like, what we got going on here? What's going to happen? And then Jan was even going to walk out. And Mello was like, no, Braun, come back in. That was even the extra. That was extra. Man, what we got going on here? And then we got it. And to be honest, guys, I kind of want to see what if this is going to give us a short run of NXT heel Jan Maker. I'm not bad at it. Let's see it. Let's see what we gonna get from this. Let's see. I mean, if Jan is going to go to the main roster, if heel Jan Maker looks good, hell, let's get it. Let's get it. As long as it doesn't fuck up the him era. Now, this some fuck shit, and they throw, and it's a fucking short thing that Jan Maker gets the title back, and Mello gets called up. I'm not for that. I want a Mello run in NXT. But if heel Jan Maker looks decent, and we can get that going forward, hell, let's go with it. As long as it doesn't fuck with the Mellobration, the him era, as long as it doesn't fuck with that, let's go with it. But I mean, all in all, it's that celebration. It was that champagne celebration that we got of Mello being the man now. Let's go.
No, what's gonna happen is that Braun's gonna turn heel, face Mello one more time. Mello's gonna win. Braun gets called up to Raw and replaces Otis in the Alpha Academy. Cesar, what did you think of the main event segment of NXT?
I like a heel Braun Breaker only if he gets called up.
It's gonna happen.
But I like this version. Yeah, Braun's been the champ for 2 years. Or a year and a year, but he's only lost to like Dolph. Whatever. Okay, fine. That's totally fine. He lost to Dolph for like 3 days, got the title back. And then Mello's been saying, yeah, I'm him. I'm coming up there, I'm him. Blah blah. It still technically took Mello and Trick, but Mello got the dub on the NXT pay-per-view versus like the Raw after Mania or whatever fuck shit you want to go to. And then Braun turns on him. He's like, fuck you, bitch. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Braun loses, he gets salty, he beats up the person. Sure. I'm fine with that. As long as this doesn't go to like payback, which is May. It's fucking what? It's fucking like a month and a half. No, Braun needs to get his ass up out of there. He needs to go up north. He needs to go to the draft or Battleground. Yeah, sorry, Battleground, which is in May. He needs to get his ass up out of there. They need to have a match or something. Yeah, Mello win again. And Braun just leave, man. I'm totally fine with that. But Braun wants to be a heel and be mad. Sure. No, I'm fine with Braun being there. Is this a double turn? Is Mello? Yeah, everybody wants to cheer Mello. Mello the face. And now Braun the heel. Sure. I am totally fine with that. Braun wants to be a heel, especially with his girlfriend, Cora Jade, being a heel. And they want to be heels together. just run around and whatever. But I want Braun to be a strong heel. I don't want to be a weak heel. I want him to, like, beat bitches. But no, he now he wants to cheat. Or he has a girl out there cheating. He wants to cut corners. But as long as he doesn't beat Melo for the title, I'm fine with it. Yeah. Be an asshole. Be a thing. And then go to the main roster and be that asshole. But be that asshole who comes up there and, like, beats bitches and, like, knocks people out and then fucking keeps getting dubs and then gets championships. Totally fine with it.
It will happen sooner than later, I bet y'all. But before we leave y'all tonight,
we own
gotta
the
hit ya
night, not trying to
with
get a
old
copyright
Stixy
violation
drip
here now.
Drip
We getting
pack
Stix's
of
drip
the
back
week.
of the week.
Yes, the news came out. Josh Alexander, the longest reigning Impact World Heavyweight Champion, he had to relinquish his championship. He tore his triceps, and instead of being that guy that was going to hold that championship until his rehab and all that stuff's done, he did the best. He did what was best for business, and he relinquished it. They did that at the end of Impact. The main event at Rebellion kind of gets changed a little bit. We're going to have Macklin versus Kushida. The week before, we had a 6-man. Kushida put Macklin into the hoverboard lock, and Macklin ended up tapping. So we have that going into Rebellion, the Rebellion pay-per-view. It kind of got, I didn't get it. It didn't get dusty for me, but it was kind of there. It was emotional because the Rebellion, I believe, was going to be in Canada. Josh wasn't going to be able to defend it, and I don't know how it was going to go. He wasn't going to be able to defend it and maybe win it there, but it sucked having that because Josh did defend it. He had open challenges. He took on everyone and everybody that would step up to challenge him. So that kind of sucked. That was kind of a blow to Impact. I mean, because now you don't have that guy, the quote unquote Iron Man of Impact, the man who you could hitch your wagon to now. Like he said, he was burning at both ends of the candle, and it caught up to him. So that kind of sucked. Match wise for Impact this week, they had a number one contenders for the X Division Championship, and they ran it back between Speedball and Jonathan Gresham. That match was phenomenal until Trey Miguel intervened and caused the disqualification. I believe they're going to do a triple threat for that, so that'll be a great match. And also, just kind of throwing it out there, we're going to get the return of Santino Marella. Santino, he's going to be in it. I believe they didn't say who jumped him, but he got jumped backstage. A lot of people believed it was a design. And so I believe at Rebellion, we're getting the design versus Santino and Dirty Dango and a tripod favorite, a man that opens episodes. Mangria, you know what to do. You know what you gotta do.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Henry. I believe in Joe Henry.
So we're getting that 6-man tag at Rebellion. Otherwise, that's all I have for the drip pack of the week.
Yeah, my 2 cents on that. Of course, the video was sent to the chat of Josh was going to hand the championship over to the, I forgot what the GM's name is, but
Scott Demore.
Josh's son ran up and got the title away from him, ran to his mom, and that was an emotional moment there for everybody. I'm surprised that kid took direction that well. His mom probably said, like, go get the title, and he fucking listened. So that was a great moment. That, I think, that made the whole segment for me. I know he was saying on his Twitter or Instagram, he said he had no script. He just went out there and spoke from the heart. And then that thing happened. That was pretty cool. It's sad, but that dude, he needs some time off. That dude's been carrying the torch of Impact for a very long time. Go take your vacation, playa. Go rest, catch up on some sleep. The Impact boys will take it from here. And the Tripod boys are going to say goodnight. But before we do, Decent Mania 4 from APPW on this channel, Mangria Field YouTube channel, night 1 dropped. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. And night 2, if my fucking internet allows me to upload it, will be uploaded hopefully by tomorrow morning. I got some more stuff to shoot. So all the matches are done. I got some funny ideas today at work. So I will chop that shit up, put it all together. I will put out night 2 before this episode drops. So NXT might drop. I don't know. We'll see. Just be patient, ladies and gentlemen. Your boys are here to entertain you as always. But first and last, yes, Sticks, what do you got?
Are you gonna say who won the predictions?
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Yes, we made predictions.
Your drunk ass was gonna forget. His drunk ass was gonna forget.
Come on, we had to drop a special episode. We missed a week because of shit.
As per usual, we made predictions.
His drunk ass was gonna forget.
What the fuck, man?
And this motherfucker over here has won for the 50th time in a row. Stixy Drip Drip has won predictions yet again, and he does have some assignments for me and Cesar. Go ahead, Stix. What are they?
Jesus, I was up till like 6:30 this morning looking up shit. You're gonna just
I got a lot on my plate. I got a lot of my
fuck.
Got a lot on my plate, sir.
He is.
I got a lot.
He's about to have a lot of time off after Decent Mania because he ain't about to do shit for like a month.
Yeah, no shit.
Go ahead, Sticks. What do you got?
I want to preface this, gentlemen. I will drop the links. These are all on YouTube. I will drop the links to these matches for each of you so that way you don't have to search this shit. I'm going to make it so because I want you guys to enjoy. I want it to be easy for you guys to be able to enjoy these matches that I went through, that I searched through, that I went down numerous rabbit holes to find for you guys. So let's, as usual, let me start off with Cesar. Your first match that I will drop for you that you will watch will be a throwback to Impact. It is free.
It's all on YouTube.
Yes, it's all on YouTube. I will give you the links. I will put your name and then I will drop the matches. So all you gotta do is click on it and then you will be able to watch it. I'm gonna make it as simple as possible.
Just tell me the names. I'll look them up. Them
up. First one is LAX versus, which is the Latin American Exchange versus OVE, Ohio versus Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Barbed Wire Massacre 3. That was on Impact. That was January 18th, 2018.
January 18th, 2003.
2018.
2018.
Yes, sir. And in case like I said, I will drop the link for you in case if you.
Does it show up like that in YouTube?
It should be LAX versus OVE. It might say Sammy Callahan and OVE, but I'm pretty sure I wrote this down as what it was in the description.
All right.
Second, Santana and Ortiz versus Ethan Page and Josh Alexander that is Beyond Wrestling. I don't have the year, but I'm sure it has Santana and Ortiz versus Ethan Page and Josh Alexander.
Wait, Ethan Page and Josh Alexander.
Yep. Beyond Wrestling. It didn't have the year on it.
All right, Beyond Wrestling.
Yes. And
Okay.
finally, we have Adam Cole, baby,
Adam Cole, baby.
versus Christopher Daniels versus Zack Sabre Jr. for the Ring of Honor World Championship at, I don't know what the promotion is, what his name, but it was in WCPW Bulletproof 2017.
All right, Adam Cole versus Christopher Daniels versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Yes.
In what?
It's for the Ring of Honor, the ROH World Championship. I don't know the exact what the letters are, but it's at WCPW Bulletproof, which I think is what the name of the pay-per-view was.
Okay.
2017.
2017.
Yes, sir.
Cool. I'll text you if I can't find any of these.
Well,
And then just send me the link. But usually if it's whatever the YouTube thing is, like it pulls up. Because I remember I did this for Mangria. I when I looked up something, I was like, yo, the top.
I think it was for Danhausen. I think you did the Danhausen.
Yeah, when I did the Danhausen thing, I was like, yo, the top 3 links, like you just gotta look this up and then like this, and this.
But
right, cool.
I will just in case if you can't find it, I will drop the links for each one of those in the tripod chat. So just to make it easier. Now, Mangria, your first match is Tessa Blanchard versus Sami Callihan.
Yeah, that's probably a good ass match.
Well, this one, no, it's coming off of heels, I believe, of what their best match was. But this match, yes, this match was still good. It was at Impact. It was at Unbreakable 2019. And they say during the match is the number 1 contenders match. I will drop these links in here so that way it makes it easier so that you can find it. The second match is Ethan Page versus Blood Diamond for the I think it's the Black Label Pro, but it's BLP Tag Team Championship. And third match is Adam Cole, baby, versus Kyle O'Reilly for the Ring of Honor Championship and an ODQ at Ring of Honor Final Battle 2016.
Sounds good. I will watch those. I will tweak them out as well as Cesar. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned to Mangria Fueled YouTube page, and we give big ups to Stallion Pete.